Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask you to please rise as we play our national anthem.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez-vous lever, retirer chapeau et casquette pour la présentation de notre hymne national.
We have team captains join the officials for the coin toss at center field, please.
Les capitaines au centre du terrain, s'il vous plaît, pour le pile ou face.
And good afternoon now, wherever you are listening from Newmarket, Ontario, maybe Trois-Rivières, Quebec. My name is Chase Johnston, the voice of the Okanagan Sun CJFL team and the new director of business development and communications with the West Kelowna Warriors BCHL junior hockey team. Joined alongside me is Tyler McLaren, longtime Team BC coach here at the Canada Cup, as well as former head coach of the Langley Rams CJFL team. And you're listening and you're watching to the 2022 Canada Cup bronze medal game. It is Team Ontario versus Team Quebec. Tyler, coin toss just underway here. These are both teams that just, it's hard to say that teams are motivated for a third place game, but two really tough losses last Thursday.
Absolutely, and Quebec was, both of these teams actually, Ontario and Quebec, both expect to be in medal games, and I think if you ask both of them, both would expect to be in a gold medal game. So I think both of them had tough losses in the second round or day two of this tournament. Now it's about making sure that you secure a medal, take that home, and then place yourself in better seeding heading into next year's Canada Cup.
We want to welcome all of you watching on the Football Canada live stream on YouTube. Feel free to chime in, say hello, let us know who you're cheering for, whether it's Team Ontario, Team Quebec. Both of us, we don't have allegiances to either of these teams here, Tyler, so we're going to call this one right down the middle. But I myself had the pleasure of calling one of Team Ontario's games. A whole lot of talent. They got some big bodies. They got two quarterbacks not only that can sling it, but they can run with the ball.
Yeah, and I've seen them. I haven't had the pleasure of calling any of their games yet, but I have watched them here at the Apple Bowl here the last couple of days, and they're a talented team, and they've got some athletes on the team. They've got some size. Quebec, obviously, in the same regards. I've gotten the pleasure of calling one of those games, and they've got some game breakers on offense. I think Alberta did a fantastic job in day two against them to keep those guys in check, guys like Antoine Raymond. But both these teams loaded with talent, loaded with size and playmakers on both sides of the ball.
Player to watch out for Team Ontario, Chase Judge, 8 years with the Cambridge Lions. He's won multiple football awards, including MVP for the WCSSA County, MVP for the 519 Bowl, multiple championship wins with Cambridge Lions, and Jacob Hespeler, secondary over at Jacob Hespeler Secondary School. He's also a track medalist for the 100-meter and 200-meter. He proved that with a beautiful jet sweep in the first game, rushing that one for a touchdown. We have a flag on the play in the opening kickoff. Team Ontario will start with the ball, or pardon me, Team Quebec will start with the ball.
Yeah, good kick there by Ontario. The cover teams got down in good time to keep the return to a limited gain. I think there's going to be a holding call against Quebec to start this game off, and indeed it is. So Quebec will be pushed back deep in their own territory here. Not the ideal field position they want, but but they have enough, like I said off the top, enough talent on offense to get themselves out of any field position problems.
Anthony Thoreau will start things out.
Olivier Thoreau.
Olivier Thoreau, thank you. How many times am I going to butcher the Quebec names today?
Yeah, we struggle with some of them, but I think I personally have looked at a few of the pronunciations. So, like I said, I did the Quebec game against Alberta. So, lots of talent on here on this Quebec roster, and it should be an exciting game today.
First down and 10, back at their own 20-yard line. Pistol formation. Thoreau's going to hand it off right up the gut, positive yardage on the first play for the Team Quebec offense.
Yeah, good gain on first down, just trying to establish the run right off the bat. Thoreau's in the shotgun, so good gain on first down here. They look like they're going to try and get some momentum here as they run the no-huddle offense, trying to get their timing, trying to get some momentum here to start this game.
Second down and about 6 yards, maybe 7 here. Thoreau will take the snap. He's going to throw the ball wide over to the right side of the field, and it appears it's just enough for a first down, and the sticks will move.
Long throw there for Thoreau, and his timing was pretty good on this one here. You can see the ball's out of his hands pretty quick, but in the Canadian game, it's a long throw, even with the hash marks where they are now here at the Canada Cup at the Apple Bowl. So good start for Quebec. They get a first down, move the chains here early.
Pistol formation once again. Thoreau hands it off to Antoine Raymond. He's avoiding pressure, and he's pushed out of bounds. And either he got back to the original line of scrimmage or he may have lost a yard. I think they're just going to give him no gain there, so it'll be second down and 10 from the 33.
Raymond's an exceptional athlete, and we saw him perform immensely well against New Brunswick in the first game. Alberta did a good job keeping in check, but he's a guy that's always going to get his yards. So if you're Ontario, you're trying to keep those gains to a minimum, but you know he's going to get yards on offense for Quebec.
Empty formation now. Thoreau's going to take the snap. Here comes the blitz. Look out! A huge hit on Thoreau. He fumbles the ball. Somehow Quebec recovers. And no, they don't. It's Ontario ball. Turnover on the first series of this football game. Tyler, what did you see there?
Big play there. Ontario came with the pressure, the heat right away. They came right up the middle there too. So big start there. I think that was number 21 that came in there. But two Ontario players came right up the middle there. Thoreau was barely able to collect himself. And you can see he's got the ball loose in his right hand, and that was a big hit there by number 21 for Ontario. Big start for them on defense. Now they've got the ball deep in Quebec territory.
Wesley McClellan from the London Junior Mustangs out in St. Thomas. My goodness, what a hit. And Ontario making their presence known early here. Now Anthony Leo and this very talented Ontario offense will go to work here. We got a timeout taken before the first down snap.
Yeah, big play here. Timeout for Ontario, so maybe a bit of confusion here as they're just starting this possession. But that's the type of play for Ontario that you want to have early in this game. Get yourself excited, get your defense in the game. And teams will do that a lot of times. They'll come with pressure, try and get a big hit, try and get a turnover. That's exactly what Ontario did here. Now they've got an opportunity to score some points.
I'm still feeling the effects from that hit. I didn't even take it, Tyler.
It was a pretty big hit, and you could see Thoreau here. He did everything he could to hold on to that ball, but unfortunately just couldn't.
First down and 10 from the Quebec 19-yard line. Anthony Leo will take the snap. He's going to throw it to the left side. Dodging one tackle is Williams, and then a shoestring tackle very nicely done by the Quebec defensive back on the play. I believe that was Bright Rakundo. It'll be either a short gain or no gain on the play here for Team Ontario. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice play there by Rakundo there as he just beat his man one-on-one, was able to come up, secure a tackle, limit the gain to almost a loss on that. So nice play there by Rakundo there as he responds with a big defensive play for Quebec.
Second down here. The player to watch, bottom of your screen, in motion is Chase Judge. Leo takes the snap. He's looking at him. Now he's going to escape a tackle, and here he comes. Anthony Leo. He's got wheels. Can he dodge the tackle? He's got a first down and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Big run there by Leo, and you can see once he got past the first wave of Quebec defenders and he kind of navigated his way to the right there and then out into the open field, there was nothing but green grass in front of him. There was a good block here by I think it was number 89 on the outside. You'll see him come into our picture late here, right there. So we missed the number on that one. But nice block there that he didn't take a clip or an illegal block on that one. So he just got in the way of the Quebec defender and did enough for Leo to get a first down.
Anthony Leo is a multi-sport athlete. He actually played varsity basketball where he was an MVP for his team. So very similar to a lot of other great quarterbacks like Russell Wilson. We know who him and Patrick Mahomes were drafted to Major League Baseball. First down and goal now. Leo, he's going to hand the ball off. Nice juke up the middle. Can Ontario stuff it in? They are very close to the goal line. It appears short at the, I want to say about the 1 yard line on the play right now. And to me, it is Kanye Nethersole here. So we're going to have second down and goal from inside the 1.
Good run there. You can see he's just trying to get behind the big blockers there. Couple jukes to his left, then to his right, and was able to get positive yards. Not quite in the end zone there, but Ontario's definitely knocking on the door here at the 1.
And so now Ontario can do a whole lot of things. You can juke, you can kind of go on a bootleg here. You can run it up the middle with Nethersole. We'll see what Leo intends to do. He's going to hand it off. Kanye Nethersole right up the middle. Touchdown, Team Ontario.
Untouched for Ontario, and they'll like that start right there by capitalizing, getting points on their possession after the turnover by Quebec. So that's what they wanted to do. I think if they would have had to settle for a field goal opportunity, they would have been disappointed. So with a good team you're playing against like Quebec, you got to capitalize on your opportunities. That's exactly what Team Ontario did there as they opened the scoring here, 6-0 with the extra point coming.
And heading into this game before kickoff, nobody really knew who had the upper hand because you can't really judge them based on the opponents that they're playing throughout the week. This is one of those coin flip games, especially if Vegas had odds. They wouldn't know what to do.
No, this is one of, I mean, these two football teams are both very talented, well-coached football teams. So they're coming into this, and I find a lot of times at this level and even a lot of amateur leagues and sports and definitely in football especially is once the momentum gets on your side, you can ride that for quite a while. And if you're Quebec now, you got to settle down, regroup, hit the reset button. You got lots of time, obviously, in this game. You got lots of weapons on offense. Just forget about what happened and then focus on the next play and make sure you have a good response on offense.
So Robert Underhill, head coach of Team Ontario, well executed first series on defense and first series on offense. I want to apologize for all the Team Ontario fans that had to listen to my broadcast last week. Robert Underhill was spelt with a T, and I was calling him Tobert Underhill. He's actually still listed as Tobert Underhill in the system right now. And so I had to confirm that was a typo. It sure was. So apologies to the Team Ontario fans watching back at home. Kickoff underway here. Massien will boot this one deep. And out comes Team Quebec looking to make something happen. Another short gain back up top to the 26-yard line. And we will see, we're going to see, I believe, Olivier Thoreau is back in at quarterback after taking a massive hit in the first series.
Brian Millian with the return there. So good downfield coverage again by Ontario. You saw on that kickoff, they do a bit of a bunch formation type of kickoffs to be able to hopefully hem the team on the field side of on the boundary side. So good job there by Ontario as they get downfield, fly downfield, make a tackle. Quebec doesn't have the greatest field position at their own 25.
And we could see a jet sweep. We will. Running over to the right side and trucking his man right at around the 35-yard line. Appears to be the wide receiver for Team Quebec. That's Maxence Frenier, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, Frenier made a nice play there. Jet sweep action there. Made a man miss. Good gain on first down. Second and manageable here. 3 yards to go or so. Short 3 for Team Quebec, and they can certainly pick this one up.
Pistol formation. Now they're going to run up the middle. Antoine Raymond trying to avoid pressure. He is bottled up. It's going to be a loss of yards and third down coming up.
Yeah, big defensive play. We'll see if we can get a number there. I saw it was a gold helmet for Team Ontario. We'll try and get a number there on the replay, but that was a fantastic defensive play as he just busted in right there.
45.
Number 45 for Ontario. He just beat his man one-on-one and was not going to let Antoine Raymond go. That's a big play. I'm sure Quebec was thinking to themselves, we have a good opportunity to convert this second down, but kudos to Ontario there as they just said, not today, and they were able to push Raymond back for a loss in the play.
Alexandre Ouellette from Huron Heights making a big play there for Team Ontario. And Quebec will have to punt this one right back. And we have two dangerous returners in both Judge and Williams back near their own 50. And look out, here comes Chase Judge. He's got some wheels. He's going to go wide right. Chase Judge runs track, 100 meter and 200 meter. Can he run this track? Tackled out of bounds past the 30-yard line of Team Quebec. This guy might be the most dangerous returner, most dangerous receiver in the Canada Cup.
Yeah, he's been fantastic this whole tournament, and there you saw the speed there, and that he looked like a track athlete there as he was able to get the corner. I think the Quebec cover team didn't think he was going to get the corner as he almost misjudged his speed by what I could tell, but that's a heck of a return, and Ontario's got good field position here to start this drive.
A lot of college scouts here in the Apple Bowl watching Chase Judge. I'm sure there might need to be some whining and dining for a guy like Chase Judge and his family to recruit a guy like him. I'm sure there's a lot of schools maybe in the south side of the continent that are looking at Chase Judge as well. First down and 10 for Anthony Leo at the 30-yard line of Quebec. And he'll throw it wide right, dodging a tackle and then bottled up. But a couple yards short of the line of scrimmage, so it's actually going to be a loss of yards on the completion here for Team Ontario. Good job by Quebec to read that play.
Yeah, we're going to get nice play there by the corner there on the outside. As you can see, he beat his man, but big number 99 for Quebec. Sammy Joe Suda came in there and finished off the Ontario receiver, and that's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play.
Second down and 13 for now the 33 of Quebec. And this is where Anthony Leo is going to have to get creative here. He'll take the snap. Shotgun formation. He fakes a handoff. Now he's going to throw it up the middle, and it hits the ground.
Yeah, that one skipped there for Leo. Unfortunately, he had his man, and I'm surprised the Quebec linebackers kind of bit up on that, even though it was 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. So they respected the play fake action there, but Leo was able to get the ball down the field. Unfortunately, though, it skipped here at the turf. Now I'm assuming the punt team will come out for Team Ontario.
Well, and that's interesting because we saw Jonas Pessian hit a 40-plus yard field goal earlier last week. I thought they'd be going field goal here for sure, especially with the temperature the way it is. That ball is going to probably sail an extra couple yards. But there's a reason why I'm not a coach. I am the broadcaster, and Robert Underhill wants to play the field position game, and why not, the way his defense has played first 2 series.
Yeah, and I agree with that, and it's a long field goal, and sometimes on long field goals, unfortunately, returners can make you pay if you miss. So I think Ontario, their defense has started off well. Pin them deep, hopefully, and play some defense if you're Ontario.
Pessian, whoa, just got the ball off there, avoiding a block. It will bounce right near past the 10-yard line. No yards on the play, and we got some rough stuff here between Ontario and Quebec. Away from the football, they break up immediately. Tackle made at around the 18, but there is a flag on the play, more than likely no yards.
Yeah, more than likely no yards on this one. It'll be a 5-yard variety here because the ball was on the ground. So Ontario does a good job there. The kick wasn't the greatest. I'm sure they would have preferred it to be over angled towards the sidelines a bit more, but still good job there, downfield coverage, even with the 5-yard penalty. Ontario still in a position where they can play some defense and get the ball back in good field position.
First down and 10 for Team Quebec here. Theroux is back in the game. Tailback on the pistol, Antoine Raymond. And they're going to run it with Raymond here, looking for a hole. He dodges one tackle. Look at Raymond's speed. He's going to go wide right. Avoids not 1, not 2, not 3. Pushed away by the 4th attempted tackle. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, he's a guy that he can make a lot of plays, and he's deceptively fast and he's deceptively powerful. Like, he can really do it all. He can sidestep. His change of direction is very, very good. And Antoine Raymond's going to be a guy who's going to pick up his yards. If you're Ontario, you're trying to prevent the real big ones, the big chunk plays. And again, I think Alberta did that in the previous game. Ontario will have to do that today if they want to keep him in check.
Raymond remains in the game here. Another pistol formation, now first down from the 38 of Quebec. And you better believe we're going to see Raymond run the ball again. He's got another hole. Not quite enough for the first down, but tackled just past the 45 of Team Quebec. And we're going to see second down and short.
Still very good production, on first down here by Raymond, and they'll take that all day long. Just a simple lead play off the right-hand side, and you can see Raymond there when he's going down. You can see his legs continue to drive there. It takes a host of red jerseys to bring him down. So if you're going to fall down or go down, coaches will always say, make sure you land forward and get the extra couple of yards or yard.
And second down is short. They're going to try and run it. Can Ontario tackle him short? And I don't think they will. I think that will be just enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of about 2 yards here for Raymond.
Yeah, hard running there. It is enough for a first down. So in that case, I think he was smart in that regard where he didn't try and do too much. Just make sure you get enough for the first down. He did exactly that. Quebec now gets another first down as they're getting closer and closer to midfield.
3:26 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 to score in favor of Team Ontario. However, Quebec starting to utilize their star offensive player here, Antoine Raymond. Pistol formation again. Guess who? It's Raymond again. He's got a bit of another hole here, and it's a 12, maybe 11-yard gain, and enough for another Team Quebec first down. And it's downhill running here for Antoine Raymond.
Yeah, nothing fancy here but for Raymond and Team Quebec, as they're just riding their horse and making sure he's getting. That was a huge hole that the Quebec offensive line opened up there. Raymond was able to, again, make sure he fell forward, get that extra little bit of yardage, and that was enough to get him a first down and move the sticks.
2:42 as the clock continues to tick here in the opening quarter. Thoreau now back to pass. It's going to go wide right. Caught, enough for a first down, and then some. Tackled at around the 36-yard line of Team Ontario. And now we're starting to see the playbook come out for head coach David Lessard and Team Quebec.
Yeah, definitely there. Now, and now if you're Ontario, you're on your heels a little bit there. Nice pitch and catch from Thoreau to, it looked like number 4, Nathan Carrigan. So he was wide open. A bit of a soft cushion there, I thought, by Ontario there. But they might have been respecting Carrigan's speed, but good gain there, and now Ontario is getting close to scoring, Quebec is getting close to scoring position.
Injured player here for Team Ontario. Doesn't look too serious, but enough for a timeout here and for Team Ontario's defense to make some much-needed substitutions. But, we're going to see situations like this where you're just continuing to run the ball. And the temperature, what it is right now in Kelowna, how does that affect a defense?
It affects them a lot, and even if we don't see it right now, as the injured player looks to come off on his own with his own steam, so that's a good sign. But even if you don't see it right away, the hope for Quebec is they're going to be able to grind Ontario down, and that where you'll really see it is in the third and fourth quarter. And a guy like Raymond, he'll tire out those D linemen and linebackers. And that with a 40-man roster, there's not a lot of spares. It's a hot day, so they're going to try and keep their guys as fresh as possible.
First down and 10 for Team Quebec on the Ontario 39. And you better believe Raymond is going to try and run it, but reading that play like a book. Alexander Ouellette, he's made some big plays already in this game, and Team Quebec tackled for a loss, and we're going to see second down and long here.
Yeah, much better job there playing defense by team defense, I guess I would call it if you're Ontario, and I'm sure they probably play gap cancellation defense there. And you can see there's a couple of red jerseys right in there, limiting that gain to probably a little bit of a loss actually. So loss of probably about 1. Now you're probably going to have to put the air up if you're Thoreau and Quebec.
Olivier Thoreau looking to pass now, right up the middle, intercepted. Team Ontario's got it, and they got a little bit of running room here. Can they get towards midfield? Tackled at the 46-yard line. And Thoreau's going to want that one back. However, there is a flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen.
I think this came after the interception here, so you can see Ontario and Quebec are sending out their respective offenses and defenses. So I think this is going to be against Ontario, but after the interception, so they should maintain the ball based on what I could tell there. But that's not a throw. That's a throw that Thoreau will want back. They were coming with a blitz, so it's against, it looks like a penalty against a UR against Ontario, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty going backwards. But they came with the blitz there, and I thought Thoreau was going to make a throw to the outside, and he actually threw down the middle of the seam, and the linebacker was sitting right there with a big interception. So that's a throw he'd like to have back, I'm sure.
Ethan Grigorczyk with the interception, the linebacker from Clarington Knights over in Cortis. And we're going to see Anthony Leo back out there. Actually, this is going to be a bit of a quarterback change. We're going to see Lucas Barisi here, and we saw Barisi make some magic on Thursday coming in for an injured Anthony Leo. He's directing traffic now. Instead, now he'll hand it off. It's Kanye Nethersoul, and wow, he ran into a couple baby blue jerseys, and Team Quebec tackles Nethersoul down for a loss.
Yeah, big number 99, Sammy Joe Suda, was in there pretty quick. The handoff was a bit bobbled there, and that might be just a case of coming in fresh or coming in cold off the bench. If it could be cold in 30-degree weather, but I think coming in off the bench, you could see the bobble right off the snap there, and that allowed big Sammy Joe Suda to come in there and clean that up.
And we're going to see a little bit of a substitution here for Team Ontario as they approach 2nd down and long. Barisi back in the pistol formation here. 39 seconds to go in the opening quarter and counting. Snap taken. He's going to look. He's going to bomb this one. He's got a man open, and it appeared to be Chase Judge. And you know what? You got to wonder if the sun played a part in that one, although that was a tough catch to make even on a cloudy day.
Yeah, it would have been a tough catch, but I thought once I saw the ball thrown in the air, I thought Judge was going to be able to corral that one. He got behind the Quebec defenders there, but unfortunately for Ontario, it's just a little bit too far. Breezy throws a good ball where only his guy's going to catch it, throws it with some air for Judge to get behind it, but just out of his outreach of his outstretched arms.
So we're going to see Jonas Passian back at his own 9-yard line here to punt this ball. And Quebec will try and get some favorable field position after the interception. Punt away, and it's short.
Off the side of the foot there. That's going to be good field position for Team Quebec. There's that one off the right foot of the punter there. That's going to be very short. Quebec will be probably scrimmaging around the 30-yard line, or maybe looks like inside around the 27.
And
good field position here.
Really golden opportunity for head coach David Lassard. You better believe we're going to see some Antoine Raymond here in this opening, or for this series here for Quebec. But Jonas Passian, we've seen him all last week boom some punts, 30, 40. I want to say more than 40 yards, some of them, and that one he's going to want back. And we'll see if the Team Ontario defense can hold Quebec here.
Yeah, Raymond I'm waiting to see, we haven't seen it yet in this first quarter, but Raymond out of the backfield. And we saw that a little bit against Alberta for sure, and even against New Brunswick. So don't be surprised to see Raymond coming out of the backfield, catching in sooner than later.
And Raymond will get the handoff, positive yardage, but a short gain. We're going to have 2nd down here. And that is the last play of the first quarter. The score after 1. Team Ontario 7, Team Quebec 0. And really it's just all about execution after the turnover. Turnover is a story in this game. 2 of them Quebec has surrendered. One of them was a fumble. One of them was an interception.
Yeah, pretty even first quarter. We don't have any stats yet until the half, but to me that was a pretty even first quarter of football between two good teams. Like you said, the difference is the turnovers. Ontario were forced 2 Quebec turnovers, was able to capitalize with 7 big points, and that's why they lead this after the first quarter. But this one's long from finished, and Quebec will have answers. They're going to clean some stuff up in the second quarter, and obviously when they get into the half. So if they can limit the turnovers, I think they'll be just fine. And I suspect this game is going to be a close one right down to the wire.
So favorable field position as the teams change ends. And Team Quebec will start up on the Ontario 28, best field position so far. We're going to see the pistol formation, 2nd down and about 6 yards here. And they're going to run it here. Raymond, he's got a hole. Raymond down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. How elusive, how slippery is Antoine Raymond?
Really good job, really good vision there by Antoine Raymond, just reading his blocks perfectly. You can see he starts off to his left, then goes to his right, and then finishes it. There he is to the left, now cuts back right, then right back to his left. So he's reading the big men in front of him, does a great job there with his eyes and his feet. Now Quebec knocking on the door with looks like 1st and goal now.
1st down and goal from the 9. Snap taken. Here comes Raymond again. Can he escape one tackle? He can. He's going wide right. Can he get to the pylon?
Should be in.
Touchdown, Quebec.
Yeah, really nice run there. Great run by Raymond. That's what he's going to do. He's their guy. He's the guy that's going to carry the mail for Team Quebec. One Ontario defender had an opportunity to knock him down or tackle him, I guess, but he tried to come and take his hips out and knock him down that way. He didn't really wrap him up. Raymond's going to beat that all day long. He's into the end zone, making the score 7-6 with the extra point coming. Great run there by Antoine Raymond, and he responds for Team Quebec.
11:07 to go here, and we're going to see the extra point attempt for Team Quebec. And I believe that's Terrence Brown.
I see a number there.
Pardon me, I believe that's 88. And that's Jaden Rice. Pardon me, Jaden Rice from St. Matthias.
Yeah, 81 for Ontario. Caleb O'Donoghue was the one who had a chance to get Raymond on that touchdown run, but he just couldn't corral Raymond. And like I said, the 3 games that I've seen Quebec, I've called one of the games a bit earlier in the tournament and watched the other one. Raymond's just impressive back. I really, really like what he does. And he's a nice balance between power, quickness, agility. He can wear you down to a team when you're in the fourth quarter. He can grind you down, and yet he can also be elusive, break tackles, and has great vision and great feet.
So Rice will kick this one back over to Ontario, and this Ontario offense will go to work right after. We want to welcome those of you watching on the YouTube live stream. You can chat and cheer for your favorite team on the YouTube live stream through Football Canada's YouTube page. And Rice will boot this one deep. Accepting it is Chase Judge at his own 6. Judge runs into a brick wall, and for guys like Chase Judge, you got to wonder if you could utilize that speed, maybe go wide. Instead, he runs into the strong side of the field and is tackled right around the 24-yard line of Team Ontario, and that is where they start things out.
Yeah, a host of blue jerseys there for corral Judge before he can get going, and I think he would have had more success if he came to this field side towards the grandstand side where we are in the broadcast booth and see if he can stretch something up, get a cutting lane, and try and make something happen. I thought that was a little bit safe on his part, going right down the field side. So I wish, or the boundary side, excuse me. I wish he would have come a little out here and utilized that athleticism and speed.
Parisi back in the gun here, takes a snap. He can run too, but look out, Team Ontario. Oh, he somehow gets a ball off the Judge. And it's a positive gain, and a gain of about 8 or 9 for Team Ontario. However, there is a penalty on the play, and it was near the original line of scrimmage. So are we going to see a hold, or are we going to see a penalty? What did you see there, Ty?
Hold on the backside on the left. It looked like the left guard or the left tackle, but it was on the far side of the field. Yeah, far side of the field, but Breezy, that'll make his coach's hair turn gray watching that, because I thought he was going to go down, and he was able to somehow get the ball out of his hand into a receiver's hand, get positive yards. But unfortunately for them, that will be coming back, and they'll be scrimmaging 1st and 20 after the penalty.
Still a dangerous play there from
Really
Parisi,
dangerous.
even though he got it to Chase Judge.
Really dangerous, but guys are trying to make plays, and this is a bronze medal game, and guys are trying to give themselves the best opportunity to go home with a medal. So that's going to happen. It's just a matter of making sure that it's a calculated risk when you're taking them, and it worked out, but unfortunately the penalty brought things back.
Fans getting into it here as Parisi directs traffic here, and now we got another timeout.
Timeout here by Ontario, as they were frantically trying to get a timeout from their bench down here to our broadcast right. So probably saw something they wanted to see and maybe change up here after the 10-yard penalty. That might have changed a call or a formation up for them. So,
well, we saw Kyle Mann, number 23, kind of confused. He was at the bottom of the screen there. And I think that's what really caused the confusion. None of the receivers were really set.
And it's better to play it safe in this one, especially when you're in the shadows of your own goalpost. not a bad thing. Take a timeout, hit the regroup button, make sure everybody's on the same page, and because one person who's not on the right page is the same page as everybody else, and it's trouble for your offense, and you could easily be giving up a touchdown on that side of the ball. And it's nice to get a little bit of water. The boys are out there hot, so that's never hurts to have a drink in the heat. It's a little cooler today, though, here at Kelowna, but still been pretty lucky here all week with fantastic weather here throughout the tournament.
It's showing 2nd and 20, but it's 1st down and 20 after the penalty. Barisi back in the pistol. He'll take the snap. His offensive line trying to hold the pressure. He's going to bomb this one deep, looking for Judge. Broken up, and it just wasn't a pretty-looking ball from Barisi. He threw it in his back foot.
Yeah, he threw it off his back foot. It's a long throw there, and because the ball sailed a little bit on, and the defender had some time to come over and knock that one down, so good defensive play by Quebec. I think he saw the one-on-one matchup, wanted to take a shot, thought his receiver could make a play, but nice team defense there by Quebec. That'll be incomplete, and 2nd down now will come up.
We're approaching the 10-minute mark here of quarter number 2. Game tied at 7-7 between Team Ontario and Team Quebec. Pistol formation, 2nd and very long here. Barisi needs to make a play. Again, pressured. Barisi runs out of the pocket. And he's going to throw on the run. Intercepted. No. Team Quebec will get the ball back in favorable territory. And boy, oh boy, have the tables turned in this game. Team Quebec having themselves a quarter.
Yeah, that was not a good decision. You can see Barisi when he's coming off here to the Ontario bench. He knows it. That was not a throw he should have made. That's a case of a young guy trying to do too much in a play that it wasn't there. And we could see it up here. We got a great vantage point here at the Apple Bowl. He was rolling to his right. Yes, he's a right-handed quarterback, but there was no way he was going to fit that in that tight of a window to his receiver. That's a case where you almost just want to use your feet, get a couple yards, bring out your punt team, and play some defense. So that's not a good decision there, but he'll be back next series and make better decisions for sure.
Brian Millian with the interception, and now it's Antoine Raymond time. Antoine Raymond, far left. We're going to see a flag on the play, and you got to wonder if there may have been a hold or potentially a block in the back. And this play more than likely coming back.
Yeah, Quebec's already starting to take the walk backwards, unfortunately, after the great run by Raymond. You can see there again, change of direction is fantastic. His feet are so good. So it'll still be a 1st and 10 as it was after the yards were gained, after the 1st down was gained. But costly penalty there as Raymond starting to get some bigger yardage plays there, the 10, 12, 20-yard varieties. Now Ontario's doing a good job limiting those. Now you're starting to see those starting to pile up. So they get a break there with the penalty, but they've got to keep their eye on number 1.
1st down and 10 from the 35-yard, or pardon me, from the 30-yard line. And they're going to run an interesting-looking jet sweep play here. Short gain for Team Quebec, tackled at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I don't mind the call there. Ontario was blitzing from Quebec's left-hand side of the offense, so I thought they might be okay because they were blitzing from the side that the jet sweep was starting from. So unfortunately for Team Quebec, they weren't able to get any more positive yards than they were. Good defensive play there by number 84 for Ontario. I don't see him on our roster there, but nice defensive play for Ontario, limiting the gain.
Snap taken. Taking a look, having a shot there, and missing his wide receiver is the other quarterback of Team Ontario. That's William Caron Cabrera. And what will we see here? Is it too far for a field goal for Team Quebec?
Be about a 37-yard field goal, so I think they might try this. It looks like they are setting up their field goal formation. For Team Quebec, you want to make sure you're covering this one just in case. And now you're going to see potentially a timeout. Well, the officials are going to decide something here. So another timeout for Ontario. So they should be out of all of their timeouts.
3 timeouts, yeah.
So they'll be out of their timeout. So we'll see if that's costly as this first half winds down. So to be out of them at this stage already with just 8:37 left in the second quarter. They'd like to have a couple of those back as halftime will be upon us shortly. But again, want to make sure they get things right. Don't want to take a too many men penalty or anything like that, giving Quebec a first down. So make sure you got the right personnel on the field and make sure you're ready to go here on this field goal opportunity.
So 3rd down and 9 here. We're going to see, Tyler, you can maybe spot it. Ball's at the 28, 35, 36-yard field goal.
Yeah, it's about a 36-yard right in their field goal. So there's not much wind here today at the Apple Bowl, but like I say, he should have the leg. I was watching in warm-up. He should have plenty of leg, but obviously distance is only part of the puzzle.
Kick is up. There is a flag on the play. It's wide right. That is a single, but there is a flag on the play.
It's thrown in the direction of where you might anticipate an offside or on Ontario, or maybe a no end on Quebec, but that's where I would think it would be in that vicinity. So it is offside. So Quebec will get another opportunity to kick this one now. They'll be 5 yards closer. It'll still be 3rd down on the play because it was 3rd and 9, so they'll be staring at 3rd and 4, and I think they'll elect to probably kick this one over again. Kerbogovich was offside there, so not sure if he jumped or he lined up in the neutral zone, but another opportunity for Quebec. So that's disappointing where they were able to get off the field. Ontario was able to get off the field, only giving up the single point. Now all of a sudden Quebec's got a second crack at this to make it 3 and take a 10-7 lead.
So the 36-yarder now turns into a 31-yard field goal attempt, and we'll see what Jaden Rice can do here. From 31 yards out, the kick is up, and that kick is good.
Capitalized on the miscue by Ontario, the offside penalty, increases the lead to 10-7 now for Quebec. So a costly penalty there, as I'm sure Ontario would have preferred to give up the rouge, but it didn't work out that way.
So for the first time in this game, Team Quebec now has the lead, and a bit of a seesaw battle between the two quarters.
Yeah, and you can see the momentum is clearly on the Quebec side. That big turnover there was huge, but they're getting. If I'm Ontario, the part I'd worry about the most is the yards and the plays that Raymond is starting to get on your defense. And if he's able to continue to get those types of plays, like I said earlier, the 15 yards, 10 yards, 17 yards, those types of plays, your defense, you got to make sure they're not worn down by the time the second half rolls around. Got to keep that guy in check to have any kind of success on defense.
8 minutes remaining here in quarter number 2. Team Quebec leading 10-7. Anthony Leo back in at quarterback for Team Ontario in the pistol formation. We'll see if they start utilizing Kanye Nethersole here. And they will. Nethersole trying to go wide left on Ontario, not getting the holes they're looking for. Nethersole, no gain.
Yeah, really nice defensive play there by Quebec, but that was number 14 with a nice tackle, Antoine Fournier. Really nice play. He just shed his block, got right off him right there. You can see him right there as he's just waiting, capturing in the open arms there. Holds on, and the rest of his buddies are able to come in there as well and help make the play.
2nd down and 11. Nethersole actually lost a yard on the play. So now Anthony Leo will have to utilize one of his many receivers. Team Quebec, they're going to rush 5 here. Here comes the blitz. He's going to fake the pass, avoiding pressure. He's going to throw it and didn't get all of it. Maybe getting a hand on it was one of the defensive linemen, Ibrahim Konate. But 3 and out for Team Ontario.
Yeah, that was Kenyatte made a nice play there. As you could see, they tried the fake handoff or the run pass option there. Kenyatte was not buying that one. He knew he had a responsibility to keep contained on the quarterback. He did exactly that, got in the passing lane, was going to make it a really hard throw for Leo. Unfortunately for Ontario, he couldn't make it. Quebec now will get the ball back. Should have decent field position after this kick. Probably will be scrimmaging around midfield or perhaps even in Ontario in territory here for Quebec.
Back to punt. Jonas Passien. Passien gets the ball off. It will bounce towards the 50. Collected by Team Quebec, ran across center field. Looks like to me the ball will be spotted at around the 53, 54-yard line of Team Ontario. So once again, favorable field position for Team Quebec. That's really been the storyline of this second quarter.
Yeah, field position and turnovers have been the name of the game, and being opportunists, and that's what they've been able to do in the second quarter. That's why they have the lead back now, and we'll see what happens. I figured they'd be around midfield, so will scrimmage in Ontario territory. Say that 5 times really fast, but they will be in Ontario territory at the 53-yard line, and looking to get more points here with 6:47 left in the first half.
We have an injured player down on Team Ontario. It's causing the delay. But Tyler, why don't I get your pick your brain here as a former coach of Team BC? What's next for these players after this weekend?
Well, the nice part is, I mean, they had the recruiting night here at UBC Okanagan, which has been a phenomenal host. But once these teams go home, they'll have their debriefs, and then I'm sure that they'll be fielding the calls, the emails, and everything else from different coaches, whether it's U Sport programs or CJFL programs, and then it's a matter of setting yourself, focusing on your grade 11 or grade 12 year, having a big year, making sure your grades are up, making sure these guys will start looking at different programs, start figuring out what courses they may need to take and that kind of stuff. So lots of opportunities. This is a big eye-opening experience for these young men, being recruited, having coaches come out and watch them, and it's a big stage for them. So it's lots of excitement ahead for all these athletes.
Team Quebec underway here as Antoine Raymond will rush that ball right up the middle. Gain of about 5 yards on the play. It'll be second down for Team Quebec.
Nothing fancy there, just good hard running there on first down, almost getting half the way to the first down. So Quebec continues to grind the ball down, and if you're the offensive coordinator on Team Quebec, I don't see a reason why you would change doing what you're doing until Ontario proves that they can stop you.
Snap taken, throwing that far to the left side, caught, and it'll be enough for a first down and then some. At the 36 of Team Ontario, nice little catch and run from the wide receiver, Charles Williams.
Yeah, Charles Williams is out playing the wide side, wide out. You can see it's a long throw out there. The ball stays up in the air. Ontario's doing what a lot of defense is doing, which is giving that long throw, hoping to come and make a tackle. They were able to complete the pass. Williams gets enough for the first down, move the chains.
First down and 10. Taking a snap once again, rushing to the far right side, and Team Ontario pushing the quarterback out of bounds at the Ontario 39. It's a loss of 3. It's a sack for Team Ontario.
Yeah, they're going to lose the yards on this one. Ontario's coming with the blitz, but they're coming off the blitz from their right side. But you can see great pursuit there on number 16, I believe, is in the quarterback now for Thomas Leroux for Quebec. So nice force there, nice angles by Ontario, good team defense. That'll be a loss of 4 or 5 on the play.
Leroux from Laval, and he's got the ball now. He's going to throw this one. He takes a huge hit, intercepted, and no flags on the play. No argument from Team Quebec on maybe a roughing the passer call. Leroux was rocked, and then worse news for Team Quebec is they throw a pick.
Yeah, unfortunately for that one sailed on Leroux a little bit there. I thought there might have been an offside call on that play there by Ontario as they were coming with the blitz. I thought they might have jumped that a little bit early there. Leroux tries to hang in as long as he possibly can, but you can see right in on him, and he hit him in a spot where his arm was having a hard time following through. Ball sailed on him there, and it's intercepted. So another turnover there. The good news is it's down the field, so Ontario will be scrimmaging like inside their own 20-yard line, but still momentum changer for Ontario as they make a big defensive play.
Anthony Leo back in at quarterback. Strong pistol formation, and Ontario going to hand it off here. Decent gain, not enough for the first down, and rushing that ball for Team Ontario is Jaden Gurzy McDonald from Niagara Spears Junior Varsity Program.
Thought originally on this handout there was going to be more of a gain because there is a big hole right there, and all of a sudden it just closes rapidly for Quebec as they're able to close that down, limit the gain to maybe about 5.5 on the play. So I thought that was going to be a much bigger gain on first down, but Quebec was able to squeeze that hole and limit the gain.
2nd down and 5 here for Team Ontario. And this is where Team Ontario offense wants to be at these 2nd and 5 or 2nd and short situations. And they're going to run the ball again. Gutsy call, and it pays off. Guersey, McDonald, another good chunk of yards there, and that will move the sticks.
Yeah, good hard running again there by Guersey McDonald. Nothing pretty, nothing fancy, knows what he's got to do to get the first down, does exactly that, just hard running it. He's almost brought down right before he almost gets going right there by the Quebec defender, but he's able to push the pile. You can see he's driving his legs as much as he can. Gets enough, fortunately, for Ontario to get the first down. Now they get a fresh set of downs.
Shotgun formation here. Leo takes a snap. Guersey McDonald again trying to find a hole. Short gain. It will be 2nd down and long here as we approach the 3-minute warning.
Really, really nice defensive play there. Trying to get a number right there. That's number 33 for Quebec. That was Philippe Borhat. Again, we apologize for any pronunciations that we're getting wrong here, but really nice defensive play there as he just strung that one out, got off his block, was able to make a tackle. Very nice play there by Quebec to limit that gain on first down.
We should also let the viewers know at home we were not provided with the phonetics of Team Quebec. That was the one province we did not receive phonetics for, and if anything, that's the province we really needed phonetics for.
Yes.
In the meantime, Team Ontario rather. Big play coming up for Leo. He'll take the snap, fakes a handoff. What's he going to do with it? He's going to fake the throw. Now he's going to take off, and he's got the first down here. And Team Ontario will once again move the chains here.
Yeah, a nice play there by Leo. He was what enabled him to get enough for the yards for the first down there is the fact that Sammy Joe Sudo came off his feet trying to knock a ball down, so he was kind of faked out there. And lots of times defensive coaches will say, don't leave your feet, and you can see him jump right there. If he doesn't jump, he just stays under control. He probably makes that tackle, and Ontario's punting the ball. But good job there by Leo as we hit the 3-minute warning here at the Apple Bowl. But good gain there by Leo there in moving the chains. And for Ontario, if you don't get anything out of this, you've changed the field position. You've tilted that back in your favor. So with a couple big first downs, that's a big plus for Ontario.
First down from the 44 of Ontario. Ontario starting to get momentum here. Leo, huge pressure and almost picked off. Team Quebec blitzed about 5 or 6 there, and we're going to have 2nd down and long.
Yeah, they came with the house on that play, and that was another risky throw for Ontario as he's throwing off his back foot. You can see right away as soon as he hits his third step, there's a couple of Quebec defenders right in his way. He's trying to get the receiver that's coming running the drag route or the under route there, but unfortunately for Ontario, Leo wasn't able to step into that throw. Probably lucky that that's just an incompletion for Team Ontario.
It's so difficult as an offensive line to read those blitzes. Some of them were showing blitz. They went back into coverage. 2nd down and 10 here. Leo back to pass. They're going to rush 4. Avoiding the tackles. Leo, he's going to escape the pocket. Now he's going to try and run. And out of bounds just past the original line of scrimmage. And Team Ontario will have to punt the ball here with 1:51 to go.
Yeah, punting situation here now for Ontario. Again, I'm sure they would have loved to have got some points here before the half. They're trailing 10-7, but at the very least, they were able to tilt the field back in their favor. With a good kick here, they can hopefully hem Quebec in, but those 2 or 3 first downs that they got on that drive probably saved themselves the potential of giving up a couple extra points or a field goal here or worse for Ontario. So good job there getting a couple first downs. They would have wanted more, but hopefully they can tilt the field back in their favor before the half.
Blitzing paying off for this Quebec defense right now, and that'll be something that the Team Ontario offense will have to look at on film at the very short halftime that they'll have. Instead now it's Ontario that takes a punt, or pardon me, Quebec that takes a punt, immediately tackled just past the 40-yard line in their own territory, and we'll see once again LaRue, after taking that huge hit, trots back onto the field along with the rest of his offense. Minute 43, still plenty of time in the Canadian game for Antoine Raymond to maybe run the ball a couple times.
Oh, for sure. And I think Quebec's got their whole I think they have all their timeouts left, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember them using one yet in this first half. I think Ontario's out, so they've got all the time in the world here. 1:39 left in the first half, so we'll see what they do. But I think they have the whole arsenal at their disposal here on offense. For
3 on the clock. 1, 4, 3.
So they're going to reset the clock here to add 4 more seconds. So lots of time here for Quebec. They're in good field position to start this. Just already passed their 40-yard line, so lots of time for them.
Taking a snap, and yep, there he is, Antoine Raymond again. Oh, he breaks one tackle, he breaks another tackle. Antoine Raymond running out of bounds at the 48 of Ontario. Boy, oh boy, is this the most talented player in the Canada Cup.
He certainly looked that way so far. I mean, even against Alberta, where Quebec unfortunately lost that game for them, he still made plays. He was still a big force. You could see there his running is just all over the place, and he's just so elusive, so powerful. He's a tough guy to corral and bring down.
First down and 10 from the 51. And there is Raymond again. Oh, shoestring tackle made by Team Ontario. It'll be a gain of a couple, and we'll have second down and long coming up.
Yeah, that was a counter play there by Quebec. They were trying to run that, so that play sometimes takes a little bit more time to develop, and you can see right there the backside player just holds on to his shoestring tackle there. Good tackle by Ontario, limiting that gain. Clock is ticking, but Quebec is into Ontario territory and looking for some more points.
Minute 13 and counting here. Snap taken. LaRue. Ball caught. Right sideline tackled at the 32-yard line of Team Ontario, and the sticks will move once again for Team Quebec.
Yeah, that's outstanding by Quebec. Great timing route there by LaRue and the receiver on the far side. I think that's Williams, Charles Williams, excuse me. So good timer. They're having success throwing to the wide side of the field, and unless Ontario changes their defense, they're going to continue to throw that pass for the rest of this game and into the second half, rest of this quarter and into the second half.
First down and 10 from the 32. LaRue will take the snap, fakes the jet sweep handoff, and he's going to throw this one deep. A beautiful looking spiral. Oh, in and out. And I mean in and out of the hands of the intended target. And that may have been, was that his man? Was that? No, that was one of his receivers, I believe.
That was Eli Revest with the fantastic effort there. I think the only thing that prevents this from being a touchdown is that when he comes down, the ground forces this to come out. You can see it. He kind of has it there, and right at the last minute as he tries to tuck it and secure the catch, unfortunately for Quebec, he's not able to do so. That'll bring up second down, but good job there by Revest trying to bring that one in.
Second down and 10. LaRue, again, he's going to take another shot. This time it's caught. First reception of the football game for Valerian Seren, and it appears to me that, is that enough for a first down? That is close, Tyler.
It's close. I thought the spot was not favorable for, now they are going to give him the first down. To me, the spot was generous for Ontario there, as I thought he was closer to the 20-yard line than the officials marked it. But either way, it's a first down. Again, another timing right to the wide side of the field. Quebec is starting to settle in with their passing game with those timing routes and throwing it to the wide side and having success.
Oh, there is a lot of yelling from the Ontario bench right now, telling players to get off. And they don't have a timeout to take. This is where they'd want to take a timeout. They might get flagged here. We'll see what happens. Note, the ball will be snapped. Somehow Ontario escapes that. 38 seconds remaining. LaRue takes a snap, fakes a handoff, throws it up the middle, tipped and almost intercepted. It will be second down and 10 from the 22-yard line.
Yeah, nice defensive play there as he has, I think it was number 32 for Ontario. Maybe it's 38. We're having a hard time seeing those numbers, but nice play there by the linebacker. We saw him try and make out his number there, but he's got a red helmet. He just got in the passing lane there, deflected that one. Otherwise, I think that was going to be a catch for Quebec. As he had his receiver, he got inside on the defensive back, but nice defensive play there by the linebacker to knock that one down.
Pistol formation. LaRue takes a snap. LaRue avoiding pressure. Here comes Team Ontario's defense. And they force LaRue to throw that ball to the ground just like that. The field goal unit will come back on. The Ontario defense has come through in the clutch when they've needed them.
Yeah, they've had the bend but don't break mentality there. There you can see LaRue there. He gets flushed out of the pocket. The ball is thrown behind the intended receiver. That would have been a really, really tough catch. Even if he had come up with it, I don't think he would have had enough for the first down. And again, you see some confusion on the Ontario sidelines here, as they were able to hold Quebec to a field goal opportunity. And with 29 seconds left, that's not the worst case scenario if you're Team Ontario.
A 29-yard field goal here for Jaden Rice. Looking to extend this lead. Rice, kick is up and it is good. And just like that, Team Quebec now has a 13-7 lead. Ontario will get the ball back and more than likely will try and take a shot here to get themselves into field goal range.
For sure, 13 unanswered points for Quebec there. I think if you're Ontario, if you can get any kind of field position after this kickoff, Quebec may elect to squib it and keep it out of their dangerous returner's hands. But if they get any kind of field position here on the return, I think you try and be aggressive, try and get the ball down the field at least once. You have no timeouts if you're Ontario, but so you still got to be somewhat careful. But I think you try and take a shot to see if you can get, if not some points, some positive momentum headed into the half.
Temperature starting to rise here in Kelowna, wine country of Canada.
Yeah, I heard lots of the parents were out and from various of the teams experiencing the beauty of the Okanagan, and wine obviously being a focal point with that. There's lots of great wineries up here, great golf up here, all kinds of activities, the lake. So I know a lot of the parents, I know a lot of the teams were doing the same thing, got down to the lake, do some swimming in there. So yes, it's a lot. There's a lot of football. These guys are doing a ton of stuff with meetings and film and meals and practice. But I think it's also important to have some team bonding time, get out and see some of the places that are around wherever you're visiting in Canada. Take in a little culture if you can and enjoy yourselves and the experience.
It's all business for the players. They got several practices, several meetings, several meals together. Parents are having a great time.
Parents are having a great time. It's holiday time for them. The players are, like you said, lots of football. So it gives your parents an opportunity, and I know they've enjoyed themselves this last week or so.
Kick is off, and here comes Chase Judge.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Chase Judge rocked on the play, ran into a brick wall, and he appears to be okay. But for the Team Ontario offense, once again, they'll start off at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, Maxim Demers was down there for Quebec. Nice tackle there. He ran into a wall. There was a couple of blue jerseys there for Team Quebec meeting him. And now all of a sudden you're scrimmaging just inside your 25-yard line with 25 seconds left. The irony there, but they're scrimmaging from their 25 seconds left, no timeouts. Maybe take one shot here, but if not, you might, if you're Ontario, you might just try and get to the half here at 13-7 and play this safe.
Anthony Leo back in the pistol here for Team Ontario. Leo takes a snap. Here comes Kanye Nethersole. Nethersole looking to break one tackle, and he'll run out of bounds and stop the clock here with 19 seconds to go. Positive yardage here for Team Ontario. But they need more than likely one or two big plays because the clock is now the enemy.
Yeah, the clock's the enemy here before the half. They probably have 3 plays here if they're efficient. They're able to get 9 on that first down play. Good news for them, though, is they are also able to get out of bounds, so that will stop the clock until the ball is snapped. So if they're efficient, they might have 3 more plays here, but obviously a good gain on first down.
19 seconds to go, second and very short here for Anthony Leo. And he's going to run it again with Kanye Nethersole. It appears to me that he got the 1 yard he needed. Clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now, if you're Team Ontario, you got to start taking some shots.
You do, but you're out at your own 35-yard line. They've got to get a big play here. They don't look There's not a whole lot of urgency here for Ontario, so we'll see what they do, but they almost look content. They think they've got enough here for the first down, and in fact they do. So that's a positive here, because I'm sure they did not want to stare at a third down short here. But we'll see what they do here on first downs. They are huddled up, so it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of urgency here. So this may very well be the final play of the first half. We'll see, barring a penalty. But they don't seem to have a whole lot of urgency here to move the ball down the field.
Yeah, the coaching staff kind of looking away right now. That's a huge red flag that they're probably not going to throw it deep, but we'll see what happens here. No, they're just going to run it again. Gursey McDonald, another good run, 8 yards or so, but that will be the final play, I believe, of the half. Both teams will head to the locker room, and for Team Quebec, what a second quarter.
Yeah, second quarter, they were the better team. Ontario came out early. They got the turnover. They got the 7 points. They took the lead in this one, but Quebec really responded back. They were able to create some turnovers. They were able to create some pressure of their own. And most importantly, I think for them, they were able to establish Antoine Raymond. And if they can continue to get him involved in the offense and having success, I think they're going to have success in this second half. If Ontario can come up with an answer, and they'll go in and get some strategy and get some plans and change some things up at the half. If they can stop him, they're well within striking distance, only down by 6 points.
We're going to take a 10-minute break, and then it's on to the second half. The score after 2 quarters, Team Quebec leading Team Ontario 13-7. You're listening and you're watching to the 2022 bronze medal game here in Kelowna.
Dance on the floor. the other side of town. You know I heard that boogie rhythm. Hey, I had no choice but to get down, 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 dance. Woo. Nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Got candy in my ears tonight, big band. Woo. I feel the thunder, see the lightning. I know this anger is heaven sent. So I've got to hang out on my hang-ups. 'Cause on the boogie I feel so hell-bent. Hey, hey, it's just an instant gut reaction that I get. I know I've never ever felt like this before. I don't know what to do, but then that's nothing new. Stuck between hell and high water, I need a cure to make it through. Hey, dancing, nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Hey, got candy in my ears tonight, big bad. You know, no, no, I'm gonna dance, yeah. All the nasty things that people say, dance, yeah. But I'm gonna make it anyway. Dance, yeah. Got candy in my ears tonight, big bad. You know I got candy in my ears. You know this boogie is for real. Only the wind can know the answers. Answer cries to me when I'm asleep. She says you know that you can go much faster. Another paper's talking real so cheap. Hey, I've got this voodoo child ingrained on me. I'm gonna use my power to ascend. You know I've got this binding gifts to use, such that there's no way I lose. I was born to rock and built to last. You never see my feet 'cause I move so fast, dancing. Hey, nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Hey, got candy in my ears tonight, big bad.
Pull the trigger, ride the bullet, cut the cord wrapped around your neck. Hanging by threads, hands bleeding. It's your glory, write your story, seize the moment, no regrets.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your statistics from the first half of play.
Mesdames et messieurs, voici les statistiques de la première demi de ce match.
First downs,
Premier jeu,
Ontario 7, Quebec 13. Yards rushing,
verge au sol,
Ontario 65, Quebec 109. Yards passing,
verge par la passe,
Ontario -3, Quebec 64. Total offense,
verge offensif,
Ontario 62, Quebec 155. Completions,
passe complète,
Ontario was 2 for 8, Quebec 5 for 11, and penalties,
pénalité,
Ontario 4 penalties for 35 yards, Quebec 2 for 20. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a green Jeep in the parking lot. It has Alberta plates. The alarm is going off. If you're the owner of a green Jeep in the parking lot with Alberta plates, your alarm is going off.
Welcome back to the Apple Bowl. My name is Chase Johnston, the voice of the Okanagan Sun football team, the new director and director of marketing communications with the Sun and director of business development and communications with the West Kelowna Warriors BCHL hockey team. Join alongside me, Tyler McLaren, former head coach of Team BC and former head coach of the Langley Rams of the CJFL. And Tyler, we saw a great first quarter for the Team Ontario offense and defense, but quarter number 2 is all Team Quebec. But here's the deal now, is Ontario will start in favorable field position after a flag. Ball goes out of bounds there.
Yeah, they'll get good field position after that kick went out of bounds. So they're going to look to try and establish some stuff on offense right away. We'll get some stats here as we get through this third quarter. But the one that stuck out to me was the running by Antoine Raymond. And we talked a lot about him in that first half. And he took over that second quarter in particular. He had 15 carries for 106 yards. That's a big half of football. He's really carrying the load. When you're at 106 yards at the half against a very good opponent and good defense in Ontario, that's an impressive first half of football. So we'll see how that continues on here in the second half.
The blitz of Team Quebec really getting to the quarterbacks of Team Ontario is another storyline here, except late in the second quarter, Ontario started to get into a rhythm running the ball. Let's see if they do that here. First down and 10 from their own 40. Leo's going to go empty here, and he's going to throw again. This time it's caught. Chase Judge has it short of the first down, but ladies and gentlemen, that's the first completion for positive yardage Team Ontario has had all day.
Yeah, they threw the ball down the field there. You could tell there was a bit of the two receivers crossed here, and then you just sat down in that zone there. Good throw there. Positive yards, gain of about 7 or so on the play, and now they got a manageable second down.
Leo again, he's going to throw. And again, another catch, escaping a tackle, running, and breaking another tackle. Watch out, down the sidelines, afterburners, zoom, zoom, touchdown, Team Ontario. What a move, what an individual effort. And just like that, Ashton Watson from St. Andrews College has tied the game up at 13. And wow, let's get a replay of that.
Speed, and more speed. And you can see there Watson just catches the ball. It looked like it was going to be maybe just enough for a first down type of thing, 5 yards or so. And then he breaks one tackle. Then you're thinking, okay, this could go for a lot longer than that. And then once he turns the afterburners, you can see he's just at the first yard markers there, breaks that one tackle there just barely, gets another inside on that one Quebec defender, and then it's go time for him. And he's down the sidelines with nothing but green grass in front of him. He just turned on the afterburners here. Massive start for Ontario on that first possession. They get the extra point as well. Now have the lead 14-13, and that was exactly how Ontario wanted to come out of that second half break with a big play there. They get the score, and they're in the driver's seat now with momentum clearly on their side.
What are the chances Ashton Watson's going to put that on his game film when he sends to colleges?
I would think that one might be the one that he starts his film off on that one. So that's a heck of a play by that, and that's. Like I said, when you're watching, and the college scouts and the junior scouts that are watching that, that's what you want to see. You want to see speed. Lots of guys can catch the ball. All these guys in this tournament can catch the ball. They're all talented players. But the guys that have that extra gear, the guys that can make plays like that can turn a potentially 5-yard pass into a 70-yard or whatever that was touchdown, that's the big play receivers that you want on your team. That's the type of plays that you want on a big Canadian field. And that's a heck of a start for Ontario and exactly what the doctor ordered.
And you can argue that this is probably the closest game of the whole weekend since the Team BC, Team Alberta game last Monday, Ty.
Yeah, this is going to go back and forth. And although Quebec had a statistical advantage in that first half, Ontario still possesses the abilities to do exactly what we just saw right there. And anytime you could do things like that, you're always in a football game.
Great response for Team Ontario to start the second half. Let's see what Team Quebec can do. Trying to get a decent return off, escaping not one but 2 tackles. Down the sideline on the right end, finally tackled down near his own 40-yard line. Very good return from Brian Millian.
Yeah, nice return by Brian Millian. He came to the field side, or the wide side of the field there, stretched his legs there, tried to get into the open field. Ontario, they lost contain temporarily, but the cavalry was able to come down and limited him from turning the corner and really turning on the Jets themselves. So good return there for Quebec. We'll see what they can do with it here as they have good field position almost at their own 40-yard line.
Antoine Raymond in the backfield here. So is the quarterback, LaRue. LaRue takes a snap. Here comes Raymond. Raymond breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and then just ran into way too many of those red jerseys. They bottle him up. A very short gain, maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, very short gain there by Raymond. Better team defense there by Ontario's. They were swarming to the football. And you can see there a missed tackle there, but another guy there. It takes a lot of guys to bring this guy down, and I'm sure Ontario at the half was probably saying to their defense, let's not rely on one guy to tackle Antoine Raymond, because that's just probably not going to happen more often than not. You need to play good, sound team defense. Ontario did that on that play.
Snap taken in the shotgun. LaRue, he's going to take a shot. Good-looking spiral. Caught! Deep inside Ontario territory. Breaking a tackle. And finally taken down at the 26 of Team Ontario. A huge catch for Valerian Serene.
Valerian Serene with a nice catch there. Vertical routes by the Quebec receivers on the far side of the field. If we get a replay on that one, you're going to see the defender. He's almost stuck between two vertical routes by Ontario. So both the wideout and Valerian ran down the seams. He was right in the middle of them and had to choose, but by that time Quebec was able to catch the ball and get a big gain.
And running the ball over to the right side of the field there. Frenier, the ball carrier there. So we're going to see second down and about 7 here for Team Quebec at around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, a little jet sweep action there. Positive yards of first down, but back and forth plays here. The big play gets Quebec in this position now. Now they need to convert, take momentum back for themselves. Oh, nice throw there.
And a beautiful throw. Better catch made for Team Quebec.
Yeah, this was a low snap on the play here. We'll see the replay, and Leroux does a good job there, picking that one up off his shoe tops. Was able to get zip it in there. It's a tight window here. You see the snap here, kind of low. He's able to. Sometimes quarterbacks that takes their eyes downfield, but not for Leroux there. He's able to fit that in between 2 Ontario, even 3 Ontario defenders. Big gain there, moves the chains for Team Quebec.
Pistol formation. Thomas Leroux escapes pressure, throws on his back foot. He has his man. Touchdown, Team Quebec. What a response. Better catch made by Valerian Serene. He was the MVP of that drive. 2 big catches, and just like that, Team Quebec restores the lead.
That's huge, and what a start to this second half here, as we're only a couple minutes in here, but bang, bang, as Ontario goes down and scores, Quebec comes right back and answers. The land was wide open on that one, and if Leroux throws this one easier, he's probably sitting there with a lawn chair waiting to come down with this one, because there must have been a coverage breakdown there, as you can see the Ontario defender going back, but by that time it's too late. That's pitch and catch for Team Quebec. They have the lead back now, 19-14 now, 20-14 after the extra point. So, wow, what a start to this second half, and I don't think the fireworks are over here. I think they're going to continue the rest of the second half. These are two teams, that are very explosive, and we just saw it on those 2 last drives. So I expect a pretty wild and crazy rest to this one in the bronze medal game at the Canada Cup.
And so now is Team Ontario going to respond just like how they responded to start the second half? If the game is going to go on like this, I'm all in.
Yeah, well, we could sit here all night and do this game. We could play 10 quarters if the game is going to be this, like the start of this third quarter here at the Apple Bowl. What an exciting start! And again, I think we're in for more of what we saw in this first 4.5 or so minutes. Good exciting plays. I'm sure that the coaches on both sides of the field, on both benches, are probably trying to say, okay, guys, let's now it's our turn. We got to go make a play. So I think they have to just make sure they're calming their nerves, just settling down, playing a good half of football. But that's a pretty exciting way to start a second half of football.
7:35 to go here in quarter number 3. Rice will kick this one away. Chase Judge, it steps out at his own 12. Can Chase Judge run wide and create a hole for himself? Maybe a face mask there. I don't know if you saw anything, Tyler.
Yeah, it looked like he got him up high. I'm not sure if you could see Chase Judge is grabbing at his face mask, kind of saying, looking for the face mask penalty. We'll see it on the replay. No question the Quebec hand, so one of the big paws of the Quebec player came in right there. Looked like he got him more from the side, but when Judge got up to his feet, he was kind of certainly correcting or adjusting his face mask in his helmet area. But he, like, even on that return, I mean, he only got to about the 30-yard line, which is okay field position. But I think he was really close to cracking that one. A Judge, you could tell, we've seen his speed already. A hole here or a hole there on a return like that, and he's taking that one to the house.
Anthony Leo back in at quarterback here for Team Ontario. His running back, Gursey McDonald, right behind him. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's going to take a shot. Look out!
Oh.
It's Watson again! A diving catch down at the 46 of Team Quebec. And Team Ontario, they are ballin'.
The big plays just keep on coming in this second half, and that was a play, for those that have been watching the tournament a lot here, that was a play that Alberta had major success in, a major play against BC in the first round. And you can see there, both defenders stay up on the little juke there by the quarterback, Leo, and the receiver's able to get behind him for a massive gain.
Snap taken again. Ontario not wasting any time. Leo escapes pressure. Now he's going to get his man outside of the pockets. Watson again, and now Ashton Watson is really starting to get involved into the football game. 3 catches already.
Yeah, he's the playmaker without question. He looks on our screen like he's long and lean, but Leo does a good job there, buying a little extra time with his legs, waiting for Watson to be able to shake free. We could see it up here in our broadcast booth. As soon as he was able to roll to his right, Watson did the exact right thing, got in between 2 levels of the defense, was able to pull in a pass and move the chains for Ontario.
Pistol formation again as we approach 6 minutes left here in quarter number 3. 2014 the lead for Team Quebec. However, Team Ontario is driving. Leo bobbles a snap, avoids pressure. Now he's going to throw this one. Does he have a man? Chase Judge! How on earth?
Well, there's a flag on the play here. I'm not sure, like Quebec defense, this will probably be a hold. It is. So that's a big play taken away from Team Ontario. You can see there, low snap. Quebec's coming with a house. How Leo gets around the first Quebec defender there who jumped and left his feet. I thought they might charge a bit, or might call a bit of a push off there as well on Ontario, on Chase Judge. As you can see, he extended his arm right at the end of that. But you know what? That's a good offensive receiver play. That's a good receiver play as he just ever so slightly extended his arm to get a little bit of separation from the defender. But wow, what an exciting half of a quarter here as we're 5:47 gone, or 5:47 left, in this third quarter. What an exciting first half of this third quarter.
The good news is Ashton Watson will slot back in here for 1st and 20. And this is where we might see Anthony Leo get creative with the football here. We know he can run. He takes a snap, pocket holds. Now he's going to escape the pocket. He's got a little bit of room here. Anthony Leo running back to the original line of scrimmage and then some. He gets tackled out towards the track and a little slow to get up as Anthony Leo. It doesn't feel that good when you hit the rubber track at this temperature.
No, he definitely would rather hit the nice soft grass here at the Apple Bowl as opposed to that turf. But you can see Leo, once he gets outside, he's got to be the linebacker there, number 3. And Leo is going to win that matchup more often than not. He's very elusive and very quick, but he gets a one-on-one matchup, was able to get enough of the yards of the holding penalty back, plus another 4 there. So second and manageable here after dealing with a 1st and 20 on the previous play.
5 minutes, 15 seconds and counting here in quarter number 3. The score 20-14. Ball on the 27-yard line here of Team Quebec. Leo in the pistol. Behind him, Gursey McDonald. Now he's in the gun. Leo takes a snap. He's going to throw it again. And here come the blitz. Leo escaping pressure. Leo gets positive yardage again, but it won't be enough for the first down. And this is an interesting play call coming up. What do you do here? Do you just go for the field goal?
I think you take the points and kick the field goal here and cut this lead in half to 3 points. Quebec won't be happy. Their coaches won't be happy with that tackling there. Leo's a heck of a player. He's very elusive there, but that was some sloppy tackling there by the Quebec I thought we might see on the replay there. But they had a couple of missed tackles that would have made this field goal even longer for Team Ontario. But kudos to Leo. He was able to make some positive yards with his feet, wasn't able to get the first down, but puts themselves in a position with a 31-yard field goal to cut this lead in half.
And this is a very makeable field goal here for Jonas Passien. He made a field goal from well over 40 yards out last week. This one from about 31. Looking to cut the lead. Kick is up, and it is good.
So good response again. This is almost like a boxing match where they're just going back and forth here. Late flag on the play here. That's usually in the direction of somebody might have saying something or an objectionable conduct, perhaps. We'll see what the officials call here, but they'll probably apply it on the kickoff, I'm assuming. It is an objectionable conduct against Quebec. So usually in the position where somebody might have said something as they ran by. So back and forth here to start this third quarter, and two good football teams. We said it all day long.
4:24 to go in the third quarter. Score now 20-17 in favor of Team Quebec. And isn't it nice for you and I to be able to call close games? I mean, we've seen so many blowouts in this tournament. They're just now announcing the penalty call there. So Team Quebec will start at their own 25-yard line here. Thomas Leroux and Antoine Raymond back in the game here in the pistol formation. Leroux is going to take the snap, and he's going to take another shot. Caught, and it's a first down. Good catch for about 18 yards on the play.
Flag on the far side of the field in the direction of offside against, could be Quebec or receiver, I'm going to say. Looks like it is. Costly penalty there as Williams had made, and LaRue connected there. Little slant play. Williams got inside on him. That's a costly penalty, especially when it's a receiver on the far side of the field. And that's the one you're staring. You're moving yourself out of your own 25-yard line. You get a big catch there. Things are starting to look good. Now all of a sudden you're staring at first to 15 from your own 20. So they won't like that penalty call, especially on the far side of the field when it's a receiver. Not a necessary penalty for Quebec to take there.
So it'll be first down and 15 here. 4 minutes and counting remaining in quarter number 3. Leroux, now he's going to run the ball, and he's going to take a huge hit here. He better hold on to the ball. He won't get to the original line of scrimmage, but he will get positive yardage. But at what cost, Tyler McLaren?
That's a designated draw play on that one there. But, yeah, I think you could tell he's trying to be an athlete, trying to lower his shoulder. Bang, he connects right in the middle there with the Ontario defender. So he is able to get almost that offside yardage penalty back. But that is a big hit, and those ones wear on you. And I know these guys are young guys, but you're playing your third game in 7 nights or 8 nights or 9 nights or whatever it is. Those will wear on you as the rest of this game goes on.
Leroux takes a snap. Leroux, he's in trouble. He's sacked. And the blitz in that front 5 connects. And look out, we got a flag on the play. We'll see if it's going to be after the play. But what do you see, Ty?
I think this is going to be against Ontario. So this might be a costly penalty for them. Might even give Quebec a first down on the play. Unnecessary roughness, perhaps. Or objectionable conduct against Ontario. So it's a 10-yard penalty, so it's not going to be enough for a first down, but it is going to improve Quebec's field position. So I think this will still, because it came after the play, I think it'll still be third and probably about 3 or 4, I believe. Yeah. So it came after the play, so they're not going to be able to replay it down. It's going to be third and probably about 3 yards or 4 yards, I think, on that one.
So the punt unit will come out here.
I don't think they've marked off the yardage yet, unless I'm.
There's something not right here because
it's a 10-yard penalty, and it wasn't just 2nd and 19. So
no.
So I don't think they've marked off the full 10 yards of the penalty. I'm not sure why Quebec's not saying something.
Am I missing something here, or?
No, they didn't even mark off the yardage there. So strange, and now, for whatever reason, one reason or another, Ontario is going to get pretty good field position here.
Rice back to punt. Good distance on it, taken by Chase Judge. Judge near midfield. He's going to go wide right. Look out. Here comes Chase Judge down the sideline. And near the 35 of Team Quebec, Chase Judge, the most dangerous player on this Team Ontario roster. He's making things happen.
Yeah, that's a heck of a return there. He was just like he was shot out of a cannon there. And I thought, originally when he started going towards the far sidelines, the wide side of the field, I thought he's just going to run a long way to get next to nothing. But I was thoroughly impressed here. Like here, it looks like he's going to just be strung out and not get a whole lot of yardage. And right there, he just turns his shoulder pads there, gets upfield, was able to get it around the 35-yard line or so. Nice return there by Chase Judge. Ontario's knocking at the door here, down 3 with 2:37 left in this third quarter.
Anthony Leo once again in at quarterback here. He'll take the snap, fakes a handoff. He's going to run and short dump to Watson, and look out, Watson. He's got room again and another first down. No flags on the play, and the Sticks will move now inside the red zone. Team Quebec on their heels.
Really impressed with Ashton Watson here, especially in the second half. He's made a lot of plays. That's a really nice play. Right here is where the ball could be thrown, so the timing is pretty good there. Makes one man miss. Ashton Watson, being an athlete here, makes a nice play. The 6'1", 165 receiver out of St. Andrews College in Toronto, using his speed, making some plays. Now Ontario's got a fresh set of downs.
And that's, I believe, he had one reception for -2 yards in the first half. He's got, I believe, 100 yards receiving now in the second half.
Yeah, just a little better in the second half here.
And that's Barisi in at quarterback to hand the ball off to Kanye Nethersole, and Quebec read that play beautifully. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and we're going to have second down and long here from inside the 20-yard line of Team Quebec.
A big play here on second down is they're within field goal, obviously, range here to tie this score up, but I think if you're Ontario, you're looking for a little bit more here.
Ball protection is important here. They're inside field goal range. Remember, they're only down by 3, but the players to watch. Chase Judge at the top of your screen. You also have Ashton Watson right beside his quarterback, Barisi. Barisi fakes a handoff. He's got Watson open on the short dump. Barisi throws on the brakes, escapes one tackle, then he gets dropped. A loss of 4 and a sack for Team Quebec, and the field goal unit will have to step out.
Yeah, Quebec's defense there, they made a big play there. Unfortunately for Barisi, when he came, he was trying to elude a pass or a rusher here. And right here, I was afraid the ball might get out of his hand. Right there, that's a dangerous play by Barisi, especially with another defender coming bearing down on you. But good job there by Ontario to get some positive yards, get yourself in a chance to give yourself a tie here with a field goal. But Quebec will probably be okay with holding it there and not giving up a major score.
So big field goal here. This would tie the game up at 20. You're looking at about, I want to say, 29 yards here. Passien. Ooh, an ugly looking delivery on the kick. It's wide. Taken out of the end zone here by Team Quebec. And Team Quebec will start here at their own 8-yard line. So not favorable position, but Team Quebec still has the lead. Not sure what happened there. Maybe we'll get a replay on that snap, but just Passien didn't get all of it.
Yeah, it didn't look like the greatest kick that he's had, and he's had some good ones here today. Even when he's missed, that one seemed to come kind of spiraling off his foot there. Didn't get as high as most of his kicks have earlier, so not sure if it was a case of just he was on the right hash. It's a harder kick for a right-footed kicker in that case. But that was a not as good a kick as what we've seen earlier in this game here. Unfortunate break there for Ontario.
First down and 10 here for Team Quebec. Are we going to see the running back? No, we're not. Another throw by LaRue. And, I mean, you got one of the best players in at running back. Why are you not using him when you have a 3-point lead?
Yeah, I'm not sure, especially down here when you're at your own 20-yard line. That's you think you'd want to use, as Raymond actually will come out of the game here now. So they're clearly showing they're going to be passing it here on second downs. They haven't really ran with anybody outside of Raymond in the backfield for Quebec.
Team Ontario showing blitz. Now we have a flag on the play, I believe. Is that going to be procedure?
It's a strange spot where this one's thrown. Is it's thrown in the secondary of the Ontario defensive backfield. So no flag on the play. So
okay.
We always wonder with that, and even as coaches, we always wonder why there was even thrown in the first place, and if it was picked up, because clearly, see if we get an explanation. So no flag on the play here. It'll be 2nd and 10.
The flag's being thrown randomly in and being waved off is like when the cops turn on their lights just to get through a red light.
Yeah, exactly.
48 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 10 for Team Quebec. LaRue will take the snap. Pressure coming. And he's dropped at the original line of scrimmage. His helmet came flying off. No flags on the play. And it appeared to me like he got tackled about a yard short of the first down. So it's another sack for Team Ontario. The defense for Ontario, impressive here in the second half.
Yeah, no question. No gain on that play, maybe even a slight loss on this one. So Quebec will send out the punt team there. Very good team defense there by Ontario on both first and second down, but their rush was very balanced and very in a straight line. That's something that coaches like to see, not staggered pass rushes where one guy's way upfield, one guy's been further behind. So good pass rush there by Ontario, all on one level, closing the pocket down, and we're able to get the sack of loss of one on the play. Now Ontario will get good field position here on this next possession.
And Team Quebec is going to have to kick this ball back to Chase Judge. And Judge is going to let this one bounce to him at midfield. Can he get the hole? And he cannot. He'll be stopped at the 50 of Team Quebec, but you know what? If you're Team Ontario, you're happy at that field goal position, or pardon me, that field position rather. 10 seconds remaining here before the teams trade sides for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it should be the final play of this third quarter, barring a defensive penalty, but pretty wild, exciting quarter here. But Ontario will be happy again here. You're only down 3 points. You got good field position here to potentially get in a position to tie this game at 20-20 or even take the lead on a major score.
Anthony Leo in at quarterback. Gursey McDonald behind him, the tailback. Leo, he's going to pass. He avoids a sack. Can he get the ball off? He's going to try and go for Watson. Flag on the play. I believe that is going to be on the Quebec defensive back.
Yeah, I think he was grabbing him there. That seemed, when they tried to have some separation there, I think there was a bit of a grab there by the Quebec and illegal contact on the Quebec defender there. So that'll be a first down there. So we'll have another play here left to this the third quarter, as that's going to be illegal contact against Quebec.
And it will be a first down from the 40-yard line of Team Quebec. And that's going to get called all day long.
Yeah, as soon as he was rolling out, Leo was rolling out, and the separation, the receiver was trying to get separation, get towards the sidelines. The hand came out, little grab there by Quebec. That's going to get called more often than not.
Leo communicating to his receivers here. And we're going to see another blitz here. Look out. Leo needs to get the ball off. He does. Nethersole has it. Nethersole, he's got some room. Kanye Nethersole, see you later. Fumbles right at the 2, but we do have a flag.
This one's going to come back as well on Ontario, so this is going to be a hold here on either, I believe, one of the wide receivers as he's breaking in right there. I think they're going to call. So you could see 2 Ontario receivers there putting their hands up in the air like, I didn't do anything. So this is going to come back against Ontario.
What effort from the defensive back of Team Quebec there. He really matched Kanye Nethersole's speed.
This will be against one of the wide receivers for Team Ontario. There you go.
So I'll move Team Ontario back 10 yards. They're back to the original spot they were after they got the punt. So ball will be at the 50.
Amazing part with that one is you saw 2 Ontario defenders put their hands up in the air like, I didn't do anything. And sometimes I think that almost draws attention to you when the officials see that you put your hands up in the air like, I didn't touch him, I didn't do anything. But unfortunately for Ontario, they're flagged here, and now they'll be 1st and 20.
Snap taken. Leo. Oh, he's going to take a shot, and he got rocked when he got rid of the ball. Incomplete. Ran into double coverage there. And he appears to be okay. Takes a little love tap, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. A very eventful third quarter with Team Quebec still holding on to a 3-point lead after 3. Very exciting finish coming up here to the bronze medal game, Tyler.
Yeah, I think this is going to go right down to the wire here at the Apple Bowl. Good throw there by Leo. He did have a defender. He takes a big shot. He tries to hang in there as long as he can on that particular play. 2 Quebec defenders are right around the ball carrier. So all in all, probably not a bad outcome for Ontario with being just an incompletion. But, yeah, I suspect this fourth quarter is going to be as good as the third, maybe even better here. As that was a back and forth quarter there. And I really think Ontario did a good job of even though they were probably outplayed pretty badly in that second quarter, they came out, they made some big plays, they got this early score by Watson, they made some nice plays. And for Quebec, I think they've got to realize, get back to running the ball with Antoine Raymond. I thought they kind of went away from that in that third quarter. And he's just too good. I mean, in a close game like this, you want him to wear the Team Ontario down. You want him to start to stretch, start to have those, make it so those Ontario defenders have their hands on their hips and getting tired and it's hot. And that's when you know a guy like Raymond is starting to impose his will against the opposition.
We might see Team Ontario go for one of those patented short dumps to a guy like Ashton Watson. But realistically, a guy that we haven't seen create that separation for Anthony Leo is Chase Judge. I mean, that's the guy that we haven't been able to say his name a lot. At least when they're on offense, we've seen him make plays on special teams.
Yeah, he's going to be a factor before this one is out, and that was a pretty cool shot by our camera team here to have the heat waves come in, as you could see as they pan back into the stadium. So I expect Chase Judge, will hear from him before the end of this game is over.
And we'll be second down and 20 here. Leo had a little bit of room. Oh, look at the head fake. He avoids pressure. Now he's going to escape. He's at the 50, and he will only get to about the 47-yard line of Team Quebec. It will be third down, and Team Ontario will punt.
Yeah, a long way to go there for Leo. Not going to be able to pick up that first down with his legs, but still positive yards. So, I mean, he eats into that holding penalty that they took there. So they're going to punt this football away. But I think if you're Ontario, again, they're only trailing by 3 points here. They just got to pin Quebec in, play some defense, and get the ball back, and they'll be knocking on the door. But all in all, not a bad possession there for Ontario.
Passian back to punt on his own 50. And that's a good-looking punt. Back at his own 19 here. Team Quebec trying to create some holes, and they cannot. Tackled at their own 26-yard line. And that's where LaRue and this Quebec offense will go back to work here. And you've got to believe Antoine Raymond needs to get the ball here. You're up by 3 points with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. This is his time.
Yeah, spot on. I mean, this is his time, especially when you're scrimmaging now at your 26-yard line. This is where him and the big boys up front need to have a couple, at the very least, get a couple first downs here, eat a little bit of this clock. Should be time when Antoine Raymond takes over this game.
And Raymond will get the ball. Can he get some room here to run? You'll get positive yardage. And taken down at around the 31-yard line. It will be a gain of about 5 on the play. And we'll have second down.
Well played by Ontario there as they forced him to continue to bounce. And when a back has to keep bouncing to try and get a lane or a hole, that's when it's going to limit their gain. So in that case, yes, it's 5 yards, which is good for Quebec, but good team defense could have prevented that from being more.
LaRue again takes the snap in the pistol, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it wide right, trying to get that first down. It appears that one is close. I think they got enough.
I think they do here, right inside on this side of the field here in front of the Ontario bench. I think they've got enough here for the first down, as they are going to move the chains there. So good job there by the receiver. It's his responsibility in that particular play to make a couple guys miss, and he did exactly that. So good job there by Quebec getting a first down.
Nathan Carignan with the reception. And it will be first down and 10. Antoine Raymond once again in the backfield here. Antoine Raymond takes a handoff. Antoine Raymond, again, positive yards. And he muscles his way with the help of his offensive line for a good gain. He's still going. How about the motor?
There's a late flag here. I think this is going to be on Quebec for just a little bit of a shot at the end of that pile. I think, although both teams are kind of pointing at each other. But that's the power that Raymond has with his feet. And he's just a force to bring down. And he just kept pushing that pile. So good run there, but I think this might come back against Quebec. Oh, I'm sorry, it was on a face mask. So face mask against Ontario. I thought they were going to call one on Quebec there. So that's 15 additional yards tacked onto that run. So Quebec very, very quickly gets outside of their own yard, their own side of the field. Now we'll scrimmage at Ontario's 50. And in a pile like that, sometimes you will have a face mask call like that, and he's driving his feet, keeps his legs going, and sometimes that'll happen where guys are just grabbing at something to get the guy to the ground.
Costly penalty for Team Ontario. We've seen their defense take a couple bad penalties in this game, and it will extend the drive once again for Quebec. LaRue with Antoine Raymond behind him. LaRue will take the snap. Fakes a handoff to Raymond.
Got him.
LaRue wide open.
Got him.
And in and out of the hands of Valerian Serene, who caught not one but two great catches earlier on in the third quarter. And that was a money play. And, oh, man, he's going to want that one back.
Yeah, he probably makes that catch. You can see he leaves his feet here, and I'm not really sure why, right near, just as he's about to catch his ball, right there. And that might have distracted him, or perhaps he was looking back into the sun. But he makes that catch, I bet you. I mean, I've seen Quebec play now in their third game. He probably catches that 95 times out of 100. And that was a great throw there, and unfortunately he just wasn't able to hang on to the catch. It's a big mistake there because he could have scored for sure.
LaRue will take the snap again. LaRue's going to try and throw that one.
Nice.
And that time Serene makes a catch, and he
Rocked.
got rocked after the catch. He appears to be okay. But for Team Quebec, they will get the first round. So for, Serene, I think he's okay now after dropping that touchdown catch on first down.
Yeah, that was good on LaRue, going right back to Serene on that play, showing his confidence and faith in him. That was a much tougher catch by Serene there. Makes up for it, makes a big play there. Moves to chains for Quebec. Throw it, look out.
LaRue being chased, he's just going to throw that one out of bounds. And we'll have second down and 10 here. We should let you know that Antoine Raymond is on the bench right now.
He doesn't look to be hurt as he's just standing talking to a coach on about the 40-yard line, but good decision there by LaRue, not forcing anything, throwing out. Ontario was right on top of him on that particular play. Just throw it out of bounds. Don't try and force it here. You're up by 3 points, 8.5 minutes left and counting here in the fourth quarter. Don't try and do it too much and make a turnover.
More than likely going to see a short pass here. LaRue. Oh, look out, LaRue. Fumble. Where's the ball? Quebec will recover, thankfully for Quebec, but they're well out of field goal range now. They're going to have to punt the ball.
Yeah, he's trying to do the pressure came, and Ontario came with the blitz on that particular play, and you can see he's trying to do something. It looks like he hits the ball like right on his leg, right on his knee right there. Just loses the handle. He one hand on the ball. It could be a case where it's slippery as with sweat. That's a hot day here in Kelowna again. But trying to do something too much takes him out of field goal opportunity range there. But if you're Quebec, you started that drive inside your own 25-yard line. You got to be happy there. And now you're able to punt the ball. Hopefully pin Ontario deep and tilt the field.
Now we can start talking about that drop from Serene being so costly now. That may have been a bronze medal clinching touchdown that went right through his hands. Punt back at the 20-yard line here. Should have no flags on the play added to this. And taking it up is Judge. Tackled down at around the 27-yard line. Ball should be spotted, I don't know, around the 33 once it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's going to be a no yards call against Ontario as the ball hit a Quebec player, I believe here. So, or excuse me, no yards against Quebec as it hit one of their players. So they'll add 5 more yards at the end of this play as we have an injured Ontario player on the field. So no yards against Quebec. So 5-yard penalty as there's a injured player right around midfield. But we're setting up for a wild finish here with 7:37 left on the play. Serene, that you might have called that one, partner, bang on. As if that he catches that pass, it's 27-17. Although Ontario's got big play potential, that's now turns into a 2-score game. So we'll see what happens the rest of the way, and it's just one of those little things like that can sometimes come back to bite you.
Injured player heading back off the field there. He appears to be okay. Good news there for Team Ontario. Their offense will start up. And we'll see what Anthony Leo can do here. Ball will be spotted at the 34-yard line in Ontario territory. First down and 10. Pistol formation. Will they run the ball or they continue to sling it? Leo, bootleg, escaping pressure, doesn't have anybody open. He just throws it away. That's a wise move from Anthony Leo.
Spot on. His number 5 from Quebec there was in great coverage there. That's Brian Millian. He had great coverage, and that was the difference. In the first half, there was a forced throw there, and it was led to an interception. Much better decision there by Leo there. Even though you're down and you feeling the need to press a little bit and try and get a play, that wasn't the time to press. You made the wise decision, throw that to the ground. No harm, no foul on that one. Now it's second down.
This offensive line for Team Ontario needs to hold. That's kind of been their issue so far in this game. Team Quebec has really gotten to the quarterbacks. And we'll see what they can do here. Once again, pistol, 6:49 remaining in the fourth quarter.
You're looking for Ashton Watson if I was Ontario.
Flag on the play, more than likely an offside. Ball tipped and incomplete. Almost intercepted. And I believe it will be offside either on it's offside on one of the teams. Somebody jumped, and it was on Ontario.
So Quebec will decline this one here. That'll bring up third down, and they'll get the ball back here.
Offense, number 13. Penalties declined. Third down.
And Team Quebec will get the ball back with a 3-point lead here. 6:40 to go.
Yeah, good hold there. Ontario really didn't get their offense rolling on that particular drive. So Quebec will get the ball back, and we're going to be nearing the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. And again, I think they want to start establishing this run like they did in the first half, and hopefully be able to get some yards here, chew up some clock, make the clock the enemy for Team Ontario if they're able to, and hopefully secure this bronze medal. But there is a lot of football left here, so Ontario's defense has shown that they're willing to play here. They're the bend but don't break. They've been able to control Raymond in the second half. Well, so far, we'll see if that continues on the next drive. Low snap.
Ooh, very low snap, and Passian still gets the ball off, and a good punt too. Taking it back at his own 48 here is Quebec, and they will get up to their own 52-yard line here with 6:20 to go. And we will see Antoine Raymond step back out on the field along with his Quebec offense. There is a flag on the play. I believe it's just going to be no yards, but we'll wait and see. Wasn't really near where the ball was picked up, though, so.
Unnecessary roughness against
Ontario.
I want to say it's Ontario. That was a late flag.
Unnecessary roughness. 56, Ontario. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Costly penalty there, as that'll be the 15-yard variety.
Wow. Wow, that is a costly penalty. Now, Team Quebec is a good 10, 15 yards away from field goal range here, so if they get a first down, they're sitting in a very comfortable position. First down and 10. LaRue, he's going to pass the ball wide open, making the catch, and then some, breaking the tackle. Down at the 16-yard line. What a catch, what a run. And Team Quebec inside the red zone. Nathan Carignan, the 6'2" wide receiver, making a big play.
Yeah, Kerrigan sits down in the zone right there. Good throw there as he just zips that one in. And then there's just a lot of heart and a lot of effort there by Kerrigan with some yards after catch. And that's able to make a big first down for Quebec.
First down. Again, LaRue will pass. Again, it's Carignan. Won't get the first down, but will have positive yardage at around the 10, maybe the 9-yard line if the officials give him that good ball spot. But second down and manageable coming up. And again, it's just interesting that we're not seeing a lot of Antoine Raymond.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised they went away from it. Good timing route again, though, there by LaRue to Carrigan. And this is a huge play. Like, this is where you might want to talk about this if you're Quebec, just to make sure you get the right play. They're not going to take a timeout, but massive play here in this football game.
5 minutes to go here. And it's second down from the 9. They get the ball off. Ooh, that was a low reception. It appeared like they hauled in the catch, but that ball was touching the field pretty much, and they're going to wave it off. That is tough. Let's see if we can get a replay of that.
I mean, it's a long way away from us, but I think we're going to see the ball skip here. It looked like it did. The receiver did a good job to go down and corral it, but I think right there he kind of bounced. You see a little bit of a bounce there, so good call there. Now, the good news, obviously, is for Quebec is this will extend their lead, this field goal opportunity, to 6 points, where now Ontario will need a touchdown to beat you with the extra point. If you're Ontario, you're still feeling pretty good because you're still within one score, and that's the positive part for them. So this will probably lead to a Quebec 6-point lead after this field goal opportunity here, but a lot of football left, as we know, and lots can happen.
Big field goal attempt here. It's a short little chip shot. The ball is up, and the ball is good. And Team Quebec has restored their 6-point lead here. It's now 23-17 with 4 minutes and counting remaining in the football game. This is one of those situations now where Team Ontario knows it's kind of relieving knowing you don't have to rely on maybe a field goal to tie the game. You know what the goal is. It's clear. You got to get in the end zone.
Yeah, field goal now, unless there's something happens very, very quickly, field goal now is probably not in play, as they would have to then get 2 possessions to potentially tie this football game. So it's really, I mean, not that Ontario is in 3-down territory by any stretch of the imagination yet, but now they're playing for the touchdown. They're going to get to a point where they're going to want to get, they're going to just reset the clock here and add some time back. But Ontario can strike fast, and that's the key here. But I think they're going to start to have to play. We're going to see timeouts starting to get burned here as we get under the 3-minute mark and the 2-minute mark and so on. But I think this is going to be a wild and crazy last 4 minutes and 17 seconds.
Pistol formation. They take the snap. It's Watson. Watson, he's got a little bit of room. Can he get that first down? He will.
Yeah, good timing right there, Watson. Nice. Leo just throws it right out there, zips it out there right in front of our broadcast booth here. Great timing, nice catch. Squares himself up, was able to lower his shoulder, drive forward, get enough for the first down. Great offensive play there by Team Ontario, and they're moving here on first down.
I believe that's a 6th reception so far for Watson. He's the leading receiver in this game. Leo escapes pressure. We got a flag on the play, more than likely a hold. And he'll still get the ball off. He'll still get the catch down the sideline, tiptoeing his way and tackled, but it will come back. Nice little catch and a nice little run there from number 20, Luke Cobb, perhaps.
Yeah, I think this one is going to come back as there's a hold on the play, I believe. Wait for the official announcement. And there it is. Too bad there as Luke Cobb, sorry if we pronounce that wrong.
Yep.
Nice play there as he danced his way in right in front of the Ontario bench there, made a nice catch, got some really good yards, made a couple people miss, but you can see how costly that penalty is. I mean, he was going to be down around the Quebec 25-yard line or 30-yard line. Now he's now they'll be scrimmaging back at their own 37. So costly penalty here. 1st and 20 now for Team Ontario.
We'll see if Quebec brings the pressure here. 1st down and 20. They will just rush 4. Leo, he has time now. Now he's going to escape pressure. Leo needs to ding it. Instead, he runs out of bounds. It's going to be a loss of yardage, and it's going to be 2nd and very long here with 3 minutes and 2 seconds remaining.
Yeah, he could have thrown that one away at some point. I'm glad he didn't throw the ball across his body because he would have gotten a lot of trouble for that one. Because, I mean, as as quarterbacks roll to their right or even roll to their left, it makes it a lot makes it a lot easier for a team to play defense because you can only have to worry about playing half the field. So I like the decision not to force it again. There's 3:02 left in this game, lots of time. Don't don't throw an interception. It's going to be costly. And after this play, we'll be at the 3-minute warning.
We're not in 3-down territory yet, so Ontario doesn't need to do anything too fancy here. But maybe get a solid catch and run. Leo takes a snap. He's going to throw it, and incomplete. And Anthony Leo's going to want that one back. And now the Ontario punt unit will step out here. And this is where the Ontario defense really needs to save this football game for their team.
Yeah, there's still. I think both teams have their full complement of timeouts, if I'm not mistaken. So, referee will give the signal for the 3-minute warning there. But lots of time left, and if anybody who watches Canadian football, whether it's the CFL or in events like this, they know exactly that, or the CJFL or any U Sports, tons of time left. So, Ontario here can kick this ball. Quebec will have to get a couple first downs before, otherwise Ontario will start to use their timeout. So, anything can happen here in this last 2:37.
Passien will get a hold of that one. Taken at the 45. Team Quebec getting turned around once and now just running into a swarm of red jerseys.
Good downfield coverage by Ontario there, limiting the return. So we'll see what offense practices these types of scenarios. On both sides, like on offense, Quebec will practice this exact type of scenario, the 2-minute or so offense, and Ontario will practice the 2-minute defense. So this is the game within the game here that is really exciting, and we'll see if Quebec can get the yards they need to kill this clock, or if Ontario can do what they need to do to get the ball back for their offense. I think they're going to add more time to this clock.
Yeah. So LaRue is in at quarterback. So is Antoine Raymond, the running back. And that's really been the story of the second half is Antoine Raymond really hasn't been utilized. He doesn't appear to be hurt, but you could kind of see Antoine Raymond talking to his offensive line before the series. I wouldn't be surprised if we're finally going to see him get the ball. Snap taken by LaRue. Here comes Antoine Raymond looking for some running room, and Antoine Raymond looked a little slow there on that handoff, and you got to wonder maybe that something's lingering.
Looked like he was waiting for that one to develop, and then once he came right in front of our broadcast booth here, I can tell what he wanted to do. He had the ball in his left hand, which is where he was supposed to do. He was trying to get as many yards as he can, but I think his other goal there was to try and go down inbounds. And unfortunately for him, he can't. He does go out of bounds. That will stop the clock, which is a break for Ontario. But he wanted to go down inbounds and make Ontario use the timeout.
Second down and short, and there's Raymond. Oh, Raymond! Can he get there? He is going to be just short of the first down here.
Decision time here for Quebec because he's probably going to be maybe a half a yard. We'll see the spot. Got a really good spot on that play. So he's going to be about a half a yard short. So that's a victory right now for Team Ontario. But decision time for Team Quebec here is...
Oh, they're going for it.
Your temptation is to go for it here.
Or are they? Different personnel is on the field. Their punter is not one of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody calls a timeout here, as it's a bit of a...
They're going to go jumbo formation here. This has quarterback sneak written all over it here.
This could be trouble for Quebec because they don't want to take a delay a game here. But this looks like, I'm shocked nobody's called a timeout.
Oh, Team Ontario coaching staff's losing their minds right now. Okay, now the team is set.
I'm
Team
shocked
Ontario,
this hasn't been a delay a game.
And we don't see a play call. Team Ontario launched above the bodies. Look out! We got a run, and it's spotted at the 35-yard line. Flag is on the play.
Ontario is going to get flagged here for too many men on this particular play as I do my quick math. So this is going to be a too many men call against Ontario. That's what I mean. Like, there were all these substitutions. I'm shocked nobody called it, or Ontario didn't call it, or somebody didn't call a timeout, because this is going to be too many men against Ontario, I believe. Let's see if I'm my app.
Too many men. Defense. Penalties decline. First down.
13 men on the field, and that was the issue there. How about the run by Carignan?
Great run. Great run there, but again, I'm just shocked at a play like that had such importance. On both benches were kind of a little bit discombobulated. I'm shocked nobody called a timeout on that particular play.
LaRue takes a snap. Raymond tackled right at the shoestrings there. Big play for Team Ontario, because not only that, takes him out of that field goal range. Ball will be spotted just outside of the 40-yard line. A massive second down coming up here.
Ontario used their first time out here, so that's not a surprise, as they now need to worry about the clock, as the clock could be their enemy here as it winds down to 1:19 left in this bronze medal game there. So massive play coming up on second and long. Two rules of thumb if you're Quebec. You can do one of two things. Play it safe, hand the ball off. Probably not going to get the first down, as it would take a long run for that to happen, but force Ontario to take another one of their timeouts. Or you take a shot, and you look to try and make a big play happen. They haven't really thrown the ball to Antoine Raymond out of the backfield. Maybe you try him on a wheel route or something like that to try and surprise Ontario, take a shot. The downside, if you try and do that, if it's an incomplete pass, it'll stop the clock. So we'll see what Quebec wants to do here on second and 14 or 15.
Defense needs to make a play here for Team Ontario. Second down and long. LaRue takes the snap. LaRue, short dump, back up the middle. It's caught. Ball will be spotted at the 34-yard line here. And you've got to wonder, if you are Team Quebec, you want to get at least a rouge out of this. Give yourself a nice 7-point cushion. If you're the special teams, what is the call?
It's 42-yard field goal. Obviously, they didn't get enough to get a first down on that particular play, so it's going to be about a 41, 42-yard field goal.
I go for it.
I don't know if I would go. I mean, if you're confident in your defense, you punt the ball, and that's what you do if you're Quebec here. Pin them. You don't want to miss a field goal attempt and have one of the speedy Ontario players take it back to the house against you. If you go for it, you could potentially give the good, decent field position at 35. It's an interesting call. It's right on the precipice of you're wanting, like you said, maybe you want to look at going for it. Worst case scenario, you give the ball up on your 35-yard line, but we'll see what they want to do here, because this, I don't know if you want to try the field goal. I think it looks like they're going to.
Yep.
So this is putting a lot of faith in your kicker, and I'm sure the Quebec coaches on their sidelines are saying, if this doesn't go through the uprights, make sure you cover this. Ontario is smartly going to have one guy deep, and there'll be another guy kind of halfway to be a blocking potential guy. So we'll see what happens here. This puts a lot of pressure on your kicker here.
Keep in mind, the returner for Team Ontario is Chase Judge. Very dangerous returner here. Rice, what a kick.
Got it. And then you put your kicker out there and you put the dagger. Now that takes it to a 2-score game, and it's very, very hard. And that is a massive, massive, massive kick. And for a young man that age to go there and kick a 41-yard field goal to put his team up by 2 scores, that is incredible. Well done by Team Quebec.
How about the field goal unit, though, for Team Quebec? Jaden Rice, he's 3 field goals here this afternoon in his football game. And how bad is that miss now? If you look back at that one miss from Jonas Pessian, it still would have kept them within that 1 score. Now you got to score a touchdown, get an onside kick, and then score a touchdown again. That's a lot to ask.
Totally changes the complexion of this game as the fans start to come to life here at the Apple Bowl and get into this one. So it's a big uphill climb now for Team Ontario. Clock is definitely their enemy here. Quebec does what they need to do, extend this to a 2-score lead, and now they've got to get their foot on the gas here, so to speak, if you're Team Ontario. Try and get in the end zone, try and get an onside kick back and see what happens. But anything's possible with this talented offense that they have.
Leo just going to throw that one wide. It's caught by Williams.
Quebec will give that up all day long here in the last minute and 2 seconds.
Gain of about 4 yards, I would say, and it's second down here.
Good news is he got out of bounds, so clock will stop, it looks like, from what we can see. Yeah, clock will stop here, but Ontario's got to throw vertical. They got to get the ball down the field. These 4-yard or 3-yard passes, those won't get it done here with 1:02 left. They got to go vertical here. Look for Watson. Look for somebody, like, get the ball down the field.
And again, Leo looking to the right side of the field. Tight looking spiral there, looking for Watson. How on earth? And that's intercepted.
Wow.
It looked to go into the hands there of Ashton Watson, and Ashton Watson hurt as Team Quebec celebrates. They know they've won this game.
And that's a heck of a defensive play by Anthony DiCapario there, as he just took that ball away from his safety position there, and Quebec is dancing on their sidelines there. A lot better moves than we have up here, Chase. I think they dance better than we do, but they're the good defensive play, good team defense there. You can see the defender, number 24, come over here from his safety spot, and he just makes a heck of a play right there. As he just
took it right out of his hands.
Took it right out of his hands.
That's a great play.
Great defensive play there. Quebec is going to get the bronze medal here. Obviously, they wanted more. Both these teams wanted more, but Quebec is going to win this football game with 53 seconds left.
Raymond gets the ball. Raymond is going to add an exclamation point to this game. His best run of the game as he takes it inside the 46-yard line of Team Ontario.
Yeah, he stays in bounds too, so clock will as soon as they set the sticks on the far side of the field, the clock will start. So likely only 2 or 3 plays left in this football game, but that's a heck of a run by Raymond there as the clock will start to tick down. Quebec knows that they're going to be going home with the bronze medal, and it was a hard-fought game. And what a second half here, back and forth. But Quebec just made some plays when they needed to.
LaRue waiting for that clock to trickle down. He'll take the snap, and once again, Raymond has the ball. Antoine Raymond. A lot of red jerseys around him. He won't get the first down, but he'll get a good chunky yardage here. And the clock will stop with 17 seconds remaining.
I'm sure his coach has probably said 2 hands on the ball now at this point in the game. There's no point, no use fighting for an extra half a yard or yard here when the ball security is far more important than a half a yard or an extra yard there. So I think we have a timeout on the play here by last timeout, I believe, for Team Ontario. So
you could hear the fans yelling, "Why?"
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, I understand the coach. I think the reason being is that because they're still playing, they're not in victory formation. They're not just taking a knee. Quebec is handing the ball off. So, I mean, there could be an opportunity with a fumble and a pickup, a scoop touchdown, that type of thing. So you got to play it that way. I mean, if I'm in Quebec, I'm in victory formation here. And 2 knees will get this one done, and you'll go home with a bronze medal. I think that's what you'll probably see here now.
And that's exactly what they do. Victory formation on second down and short with 17 seconds to go. And the knee taken by Thomas LaRue.
One more knee here, and the clock will go. Ontario out of timeout, so they will let this clock go down to probably 1 or 2 seconds and then snap it. A little bit of fired up play here as the players are excited on the field here. And these teams have battled, and you can see they want to win. They want to play hard and win this football game.
And that's going to do it. The bronze medal awarded to Team Quebec after defeating Team Ontario 26-17. Hard-fought game, a lot of flags, a lot of turning points, a lot of big plays from both teams. But all in all, Team Quebec, the winner. Let's preview really quick our 4 p.m. game, Team Manitoba versus the host team, Team BC. You and I will have the call there.
We will, and it should be another exciting football game. Again, seeding for next year's Canada Cup is at stake. Pride wanting to make sure you get the seed the highest possible as you can for both those teams. So both teams are going to want to win that football game. There's a big difference from finishing in 5 compared to finishing in 6. So I think both teams will come up fired up, and BC obviously at home will definitely, in front of the home fans, want to have a good showing.
The winner of this game between Team BC and Team Manitoba will play Team Ontario next year. First game when the Canada Cup travels to Northern Alberta up in Edmonton. In the meantime, that's going to do it for the broadcast here from the Apple Bowl. We'll see you at 4 p.m. for Team Manitoba versus Team BC. In the meantime, he's Tyler McLaren. My name's Chase Johnston saying good afternoon from the Central Okanagan.
the t-shirt said,
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join us in congratulating both teams on an outstanding performance in a great game this afternoon?
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous joindre à nous pour féliciter les deux équipes pour leur super performance et un excellent match.
If we could draw your attention to field level, we'll begin with the presentations of the most valuable offensive and most valuable defensive player awards to both teams as chosen by the Football Canada Cup Selection Committee.
Nous attirons votre attention au centre du terrain puisque nous allons maintenant procéder à la nomination des joueurs offensifs et défensifs du match pour les deux équipes, tels que choisis par le comité de sélection de la Coupe Football Canada.
The winner of the most valuable defensive player of the game for Ontario,
Le joueur défensif du match de l'équipe de l'Ontario,
number 27, Ethan Gregorczyk.
le numéro 27, Ethan Gregorczyk.
Oh, you should have known. Why did Santa Claus? The winner of the most valuable offensive player of the game for Ontario,
Le joueur offensif du match de l'équipe de l'Ontario,
number 3, Ashton Watson.
le numéro 3, Ashton Watson.
The winner of the most valuable defensive player of the game for Quebec,
Le joueur défensif du match de l'équipe du Québec,
number 33, Philippe Bouthot.
le numéro 33, Philippe Bouteau.
And the winner of the most valuable offensive player of the game for Quebec,
Le joueur offensif du match de l'équipe du Québec,
number 11, Valerian Seren.
le numéro 11, Valérian Sirène.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your attendance this afternoon. Have yourselves a great and safe drive home.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'avoir été présents et soyez prudents sur la route pour votre retour à la maison.